Stefan Gislason's roommate has just died from a gunshot wound to the head, and Stefan is really looking forward to talking about it.
Just because we do it to everybody, all right? Because you have been stuck in here. We don't want to feel like you were stuck here and having to talk to us. So we don't.
I was actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you are.
Yeah.
Speaking through traumatic events can be cathartic, and what's more traumatic than seeing your roommate take his own life by shooting himself in the head? In the back of the head.
So one of the questions I have too is that the gunshot is on the back of his head, right? Typically when somebody shoots themselves, it's either like this or right here, or somewhere consistent with doing it to yourself. Right. Behind the head, that's not consistent with shooting yourself.
Notably, Stefan's roommate Dylan Shanks was found dead on top of a pile of clothing he was carrying. The detective had a theory as to why Dylan was found atop that pile of clothing. The detective posited that Stefan was forcing Dylan to move out, and as Dylan was collecting his clothing to move out, Stefan produced a gun and started firing. But Stefan nonetheless claims there was nothing he could have done.
This is a serious matter. There's a dead dude. Woody's dead and bleeding out on your floor. They said, oh shit. Huh?
Is there anything I could have done to help him?
Not shoot him?
Well,
That could have helped.
This one has a surprise ending.
oh.
Hey man.
Yes, sir.
You alright?
I'm trying to talk to you.
No, keep
Sir.
it with you. You alright?
Yeah, just, I want to talk to you here for a second here.
Yeah, I was actually out of the office for a second.
I
So.
apologize.
No, that's it. Don't apologize, man. You need anything else?
No, sir. Thank you for
definitely.
all that jazz. I very rarely drink caffeine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good for you, man. Get you going.
Especially
Especially early in the morning.
Stave off of soda and all that jazz too.
Oh, really? Why do you do that?
Habit, I guess.
Habit?
I'm not a fan of sugar. So I guess y'all have questions for me, or you just want me to
Yeah, I'm just gonna
talk to y'all?
get your information, man.
Yes, sir.
I know your name's Stefan.
Yes, sir.
Is that your address? The one over there where all this happened?
Which address? Oh, my
Is that where
address,
he lives?
3880, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then, do you work at all, man?
Yes, sir.
Where you work at?
It's a shipping company downtown, sir. It's my family's business.
What kind of shipping company?
Mostly Global Trading, LLC. It's logistics and trading, mostly.
Is that that's not like the smart crate stuff, is it?
No, sir. It's, we keep an office over there, the Stefan Nicholas building. 24
Yeah.
West Cedar. Yes, sir. Yeah, right there.
So you worked there with the family since you could type deal, or?
About 8 years now.
About 8 years.
They started paying.
Oh, really? So they're making you work without paying you?
Well, before.
Chores?
It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, I started doing it.
So what kind of work do you do?
Pretty much whatever the old man tells me to do,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Does your mom work over there too, or?
No, sir. No, she's over there at UWF.
Okay.
She runs the 3D printing lab.
Did you go to college at all?
UWF.
UWF. Did she get you in for free since she worked there?
No.
No?
No, I still had to pay for my dorm and all that.
Dang, that sucks. What about the classes?
That was half off, but twice as hard.
Yeah. Dude, UWF's expensive, man. It's where I went to school, and my wife went to school there too. And
For real.
I don't know if you ever went to like PSC or anything.
I did when I was at Washington. I did a full dual there.
Okay, so you got some classes done over there before college actually started. So you're pretty smart.
No.
You say no. What were you majoring in?
Financial accounting.
Financial accounting.
I wanted to do history.
Want to do history?
Yeah.
Why did you not do history? parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, he's a doctor, and he wanted me to be somebody big and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I want to piss my dad off, so I went and became a cop. You know, he wanted me to be a lawyer and all that
Actually,
kind of stuff. And
would have rather
the
go
doctor.
that route back in the day.
yeah. But nowadays, man, it's just so packed. You got too many people that are trying to get jobs. Yeah. I mean, doctor, I'm too stupid for that. So, you know, this job is fun, man. But
I could imagine.
what are you gonna do with history? Like teach?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I guess I would have.
What you want to teach like high school, middle school, college?
Whatever it comes down to, really.
Whatever it comes down to it. Whatever pays the bills.
Yes, sir.
No, I hear that. How much longer did you have on your degree? Are you finished?
For that one, I was going to go back for another one, and I had 8 more class credit hours left.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did you stop?
For that. Yes. I just...
Why don't you stop so close?
Started working.
Sure. You gotta pay the bills and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you like to do on your time off from work?
Go out to the range every now and again, my family's property as well.
Okay.
And surfing whenever I can.
You surf here, or do you travel out to do that?
Here, but not so much lately, considering the beaches are closed.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Puts a damper on a lot of stuff. I mean, they closed everything. Can't even go have a beer or anything anymore. I guess they do like the thing downtown where you can walk around and.
Yeah, that's what I've
Yeah.
been up to with my friends lately.
Yeah, my wife's been trying to hound me to go down there. So I try not to drink downtown. See all these people I work with. I don't want to see them in my drunken state.
It's not worth it.
I'd rather just, go to. Have you ever been down to Orange Beach?
I grew up out there.
Did
As
you?
a kid.
Okay. So you pretty much know that area pretty well.
Yes, sir, I do.
What about you over here to Pensacola side?
Folks.
Folks?
Yeah. Family's from here originally.
Oh, really?
American side of my family's from here originally.
You got another side?
Iceland.
Oh, okay. You ever been down there?
I used to frequently when I was younger. Not so much lately. Not too much a fan of the folks up there. They're a little too heavy left.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, up there, yeah, they're pretty heavy left.
They don't let you, own guns and stuff out there?
Nope.
That'd suck. I mean,
Well, I mean,
that's how I live my life.
you can have the 12 gauge hunting rifle, long gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, real long gun.
Like the elephant gun type?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hunt?
I used to, not much anymore.
What do you hunt?
Up there it was a reindeer and puffin.
Man, you killed Bambi. I'm just kidding. Rudolph and all them.
Thanks, man.
You're good. I'm kidding, man.
Oh,
I'm a big hunter
Thank
too.
you.
He's a big hunter.
You
Yeah, we love hunting, man.
cheered me up, man. Thank you.
Oh, definitely. What about fishing? You try fishing down here?
Mostly trout.
Trout?
Yeah, mostly
Okay.
trout here. And spear fishing I used to, but
See, I've been wanting to try that so bad.
you catch a lot more fish.
Yeah. Do you scuba dive or you just free dive down?
Free dive.
Free dive.
Not so much anymore though. I had a pretty rough injury a couple years ago.
Lung?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Surfboard. Guillotine right across here. Surfboard. Cut
You got any
it
kind
from
of
ribs.
marks or anything?
They
like-
that?
Actually,
Not that I see, but I feel them.
Yeah. You're breaking ribs, man. That sucks.
Yeah,
broke-
not really much you can do for it.
No, I broke some when I was trying to show off some chicks at the beach. And I dove for a volleyball. Dumbest decision I've ever made. Because I broke 2. I don't even know how I landed on the sand.
Right.
And next thing I knew, I couldn't breathe.
Oh God, yeah.
Worst pain ever. Play video games?
No,
No.
I don't really fiddle with television or anything like that too much.
No Netflix and all that.
I do that, watch movies and whatnot with the old lady, but other than that.
Brittany?
Yes sir.
She's a nice lady.
Oh yeah, she's the bee's knees.
Bee's knees. I haven't heard that forever. So, what range? You said you go to your
Sticks.
sticks. Have you ever tried the Scambia River Shooting Club?
No, sir.
Dude, that one's awesome. They let you shoot from the holster. They let you move and shoot. As long as you're not being dumb and...
Yeah, as long as you're not a jackass.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them get on to people a couple times, but typically they let you do whatever you want as long as you're doing it safely.
Yeah.
I know, like the one on Quintet, Styx River, they're, man, they see you pull a gun from a holster and
they're on you.
Yeah, pretty quick.
They're on you.
Very quick.
They've got a nice track and skeet.
See, that's the best thing about that.
Yeah.
I suck at shooting skeet though, but
Yeah,
it's fun. Yeah. I mean, it's like golfing. Nobody's good at golfing, but everybody goes and does it.
Every now and again, yeah, just
Yeah.
play some balls.
So, do you typically go downtown?
I work down
used to
there.
work down there.
Yeah, I work down there as well, and
Doing what?
that.
I thought you meant like also.
It's right there on, 25 West Cedar.
Yeah.
There, and then I just kind of hang around there whenever I can. I haven't been driving for over a year now, so I just
What happened with that?
I got drugged.
You got drugged.
Mm-hmm.
All downtown.
There was a gay fella that and then got a DUI off of that.
They like find you asleep or something, or you got pulled over.
No, it was in my neighborhood had a pretty rough accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anybody hurt? Seriously, or?
No, I crawled over from the passenger seat into the driver's seat and went out and tried to go look for help, and that's where Hudson found me.
Hudson? Man, that guy catches everybody.
He's a pretty nice guy.
He's cool. He's actually one of the guys that trained me when I was started off over here.
He's a pretty nice fella.
He actually got into going after DUIs because his best friend died during a DUI. Somebody crashed into him.
Yeah, my uncle died that way.
Did he?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to
actually
hear that.
about 200 yards up the road from where I live.
Wow. When did that
All
happen?
300 yards. 1994.
Well, sorry to
That
hear
was a
that.
while ago.
Yeah, I mean, it still sucks. It's a family member.
Worse stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, things happen, but, family's your family. They're always going to be there for you, and when you lose one, it sucks a lot. I've had family members die from, a lot of this overdose stuff. So,
What,
like heroin and stuff
fentanyl
like
and
that.
all that stuff? I've been hearing that's pretty rough lately.
Yeah, my sister, she was pretty bad on it. She, I haven't talked to her forever because she kind of moved off and dropped everybody family-wise, so who knows, she might still be alive.
Didn't have that stuff around here.
It's gotten bad, kind of north end of Pensacola, well, everywhere in Pensacola.
I've heard from some of my friends that I grew up with, they may get into hard stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like cocaine, ecstasy, fentanyl, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why are y'all doing that?
It's dumb, man. People, a lot of times I think what happens is, people say it's peer pressure, but I think a lot of people start drinking and partying, and then some
Get into it.
dumb friend tries to talk them into it, and once they've sobered up from alcohol, they're like, that was stupid, but they get hooked, so.
That'll kill you right off the bat.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we had some officers run into it not too long ago. They opened it up, and all they did was do that, and they ended up getting sick. I mean, that shit ain't no joke, man.
This is why I always wear gloves whenever you're...
Mm-hmm. Every time now. Now we gotta wear face masks. We even keep Narcan sitting in our evidence room because the officer's crazy. Yep.
Gosh.
But, so you grew up in Orange Beach?
Back and forth between here and Orange Beach with my grandmother.
What high school did you go to?
Washington.
Washington? Playing sports?
Soccer and football.
Soccer and football? Which one are you better at?
I don't know.
You know? I tried playing soccer when I was really young, but it, I was too fat, Because there's a lot of running. It's like basketball. It's just a complete, you're just running the whole fucking time.
It's a good bit of exercise.
Yeah. I liked baseball because you went on the field for a couple minutes,
Right.
and you stood there for a while, and then you came back in and sat on the dugout and
Yeah.
waited till you hit, and then you went out and did the same thing.
Washington had a pretty good team.
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day.
Well, football, Washington used to be pretty good. What year was it?
2010.
That's when I graduated. Graduated in Gulf Breeze High School.
Small world.
Yeah. Yeah, it was our football team sucked about that time.
It happens.
Gulf Breeze, it always happens though. I think recently they just started winning some too. I think they were going to like some state champions, stuff like that.
I haven't really kept up with it much lately.
Yeah.
Especially with everything going on nowadays.
Yeah, true.
I'm mostly trying to take care of everybody around the house.
Yeah.
So,
Who all you live with?
Pretty much just myself. My best friend Nate moved out about a month and a half ago. He moved in with some girl, and then my lady's been staying with me, and then my buddy Woody, he came in around March 20th, right after the closure happened, and started staying with me. And yeah, he just came in Destin. I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah. You gonna have your girl keep living with you? You gonna be like the one?
That's what I plan on.
Yeah. How long y'all been dating?
Good minute now. Well, not all that long. I mean, since January, but.
Yeah, she's right. She's right. She's my wife. I think I dated her like probably 6 months before we ended up getting married.
Well, you know.
Best decision.
Right.
I mean, I got a family and everything now. I got a little kid.
Ready for that, man.
Little terrorist, but he's cool. But I mean, there's no time frame that you have to date somebody before that stuff happens. I mean, if it's right, it's right.
It's been one heck of a 2020 so far.
Yeah. What else has happened?
Nothing to note other than the obvious, I guess.
Yeah. Has work been impacted by it?
Not too much, really.
Not too much?
Not too much. I've still been working, mostly from my phone and pretty much running errands and wheeling and dealing for the old man. And then just trying to stay busy mostly.
Yeah. There's not a lot of stuff to do nowadays, man. Everything's shut down.
I've been grilling a lot.
Are you?
Yeah.
What kind of grill you got?
Just a little day glow thing in the backyard. A little 3-burner. We just picked it up for the whole thing going on. I've been grilling a lot just to pass time and keep everyone fed.
Which caused your hand injury?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a bad idea with the, I was cooking elotes.
Yeah.
The Mexican street corn stuff. Yeah, it got me pretty good. It was olive oil on it, bounced up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Pretty good burns there. Just olive oil popping up.
Yeah, it stuck on there for a minute. I was surprised it was all that bad.
Damn. Just got my pellet grill like a couple weeks ago, dude. I'm just like you, man. I fucking love grilling.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
past time.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to keep the kitchen clean if you're grilling.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't really have to touch the grill. You might vacuum it out a little bit with a shock vac or something of that nature, but
Better just toss it off and
Yeah.
just pile in the back or something like that.
now I'm not gonna lie, I burned a lot of stuff in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Likewise.
What's your favorite favorite thing to cook up on the grill?
Probably sausage because it's easy.
Yeah, sure.
It's easy as sin.
Pretty much do it like an oven, let it sit in there, and then pull it out. You all right?
Yeah, just coffee and I keep seeing that, in my head,
I understand.
Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, definitely.
It really helps, actually.
Yeah. I want to make sure you're all right, and I know
It's been really stressful lately with him. As I said, I hadn't seen my buddy in a while, and they've been bringing some stuff around that I wasn't really too much a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been different.
Yeah.
Having to watch out all the time. Kind of haven't really felt all that safe around the house because of it.
No, I understand, man. I understand. Well,
And I've been having to hide stuff too.
hmm.
He's been trying to, arms list?
Yep.
Yeah, he's been cruising arms list trying to pick up a pistol. I was like, I don't really think that's a good idea.
Dang.
And keeps on saying as soon as that check comes in, he wants to get one. I'm like, I don't know, man. You probably don't need one of those.
times was pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Been on there a
I
couple
guess.
times.
Yeah. I've got a few things off there before, but some folks just don't really need firearms.
That is true too.
Yeah.
Very true. So I know that you want to tell us what's happened, and
Oh, yes, sir.
we also want to figure out what happened. But
I understand.
before we get into the details and everything, just procedure for our sake, we have to read you your rights.
I understand.
It doesn't mean you're in trouble or anything of that nature. We just have to
Right.
do it just because we do it to everybody.
Yes, sir.
All right? Because you have been stuck in here. We don't want to feel like you were stuck here having to talk to us. So we want to read
No,
that.
I was actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you are.
Yeah.
So let me read this real quick. I'll have you sign it. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
If you understand them and you wish to speak to me, and this right here just says waiver rights, and then just sign right there.
There.
So what all happened and what caused today?
Everything was fine. Last thing I do remember was my buddy cussing at the dog. Cause,
Who's your buddy?
Woody. Well,
Dylan.
I was cussing at Jameson, the golden retriever.
You named your dog Jameson?
She did. That's her.
Oh, she did?
He had dug a hole right under the hammock where he was sleeping in and buried his iPad.
Buried the iPad.
Yeah, buried his iPad. That was one of the last things we were talking about. Then we went out around downtown. He went up to Badlands, picked up, I think, 2 6-packs of beer, and we went over and went to go pick up food from around Hubs.
Mm-hmm.
And he was drinking with some, I don't really know what to call them, vagabonds, I guess.
What is that?
They weren't, well, I guess they're hobos. Or
Oh, okay,
term,
yeah.
They're down there in the park, so I was just amusing him. It was his birthday weekend. And then he went back home, and he started getting into, what's it called? Diesel fuel?
Oh, gosh.
Not the,
Yeah, no, I
not
get
the
you.
cocktail.
Oh, okay.
The, like, 190 proof. Yeah, one of his friends, I guess, manages a Airbnb type deal.
Mm.
And he gave him all the liquor that some frat boys had left behind, so he brought that over to the house. I was like, I probably need to hide that away. Hell, I even actually cut the vodka that he brought over with water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was getting in that what heavy. Tried to tell him to stay away from liquor, but just came in down to it, and there's been a couple of nights since he's been back in town where he's like actually gone and trying to like into my room and reach for a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gotten like cross-eyed, cross-eyed hammer. And he's scared the shit out of us a couple of times too. Like really scared the shit out of us.
Yeah.
Like scared the shit out of us to where we're like, I'm locking my door, bring all the dogs inside. He's been talking about wanting to get rid of himself, I guess. And he even talked about sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
He
Take your
talked
time.
about well, suicide by officer or suicide by cops, or It's just been kind of scary around the house since he's been back. I just didn't.
How long has he been back?
Since like late March, whenever all this started, he just called me up. Was like, "Hey man, I'm coming to town," and I was like, "Yeah, still got your room for you, man. Whatever you want." He brought one of his buddies, Alan. Alan's been out of town for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, I believe. And yeah, it's just been. I couldn't turn him away. Probably should have. But it's been scary.
Yeah, I bet.
Really scary. Like he's woken up in the middle of the night. We're talking. Well, not even the middle of the night. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and wanting to go drive somewhere. Where he's just cross-eyed, red eye, cross-eyed, all that jazz.
What do you think he's on?
I don't know. I wouldn't really know how to start.
Yeah, he's never like told you this is what I've been doing or
He's talked about cocaine and ecstasy. That's about all I've heard. And that shit's pretty fucking hard,
Yeah.
So, God only knows what's in that stuff anyways.
Whatever the streets put in it.
Yeah. I've noticed there were a couple of nights when he was asking me, he was like, "Hey man, you mind if I go pick up some cocaine or something and have it around the house?" I'm like, "I do not like that, and I don't want you having it here," but he would be like, "Oh no, I didn't grab it." And then 1 o'clock comes around, I'm laying on the couch about to go to, already asleep, and he's just jibber jabbering, watching war movies.
Oh really?
Yeah, really loud, and just getting all tuned up.
Yeah.
And that's not beer.
Yeah. No, I got that.
That ain't beer.
If you're getting tuned up during war movies, I mean, that's something, maybe even amphetamine based. I mean, could be. So, I mean, it matches with,
You think?
like, cocaine. And
I mean, like, going crazy, like,
Yeah.
combat type.
meth can do that. Yeah, that could be a thing that he's on, or, I don't know. I don't know him.
Fucking A, man. He was in the service industry.
Oh, was it?
I've heard a lot of people around here do that.
Where did he work at?
Out in Destin.
Destin?
It was, what's the name of it? Can't remember the name of the restaurant, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I mean, I was out in Destin, he came in to stay with me, and he actually just got his unemployment filed, I think, yesterday and the day before that.
Did he get laid off because of this coronavirus stuff?
Yeah.
Kind of sucks. Everybody's getting screwed over by it.
I can imagine.
So y'all get home from downtown, and then what happens from that point?
I just start trying to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Really, at that point, and he just starts getting all tuned up and all that. And I walk out there, try and ask him to calm down, because there was no reason for him to be in that side room.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just losing it, straight losing it. He's tried to. I don't want to make my friend look bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I guess.
He's tried to. He's tried to attack me a couple times at the house, when he's all tuned up. But no, it's not him, so I didn't really kick him out. I probably should have. But, yeah, he gets just way too far. And, makes me want to empty everything out of my house. Not like that, but just...
Like hide stuff from him type deal?
Yeah, that, and just not ever have any arms in the house, because you never know what the fuck people are going to do.
Yeah, I got you.
Scared shitless, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I was scared shitless that, like, I'd be sleeping in bed and I was still uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That he was up and, still pinging.
Yeah.
Love the dude to death, but...
How long y'all been buds?
3-4 years.
3 or 4 years. So y'all know each other pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've taken a good bit of care of him over a while.
And how'd y'all meet?
I think I just got back into town, shooting pulled over. I was on Creighton.
Best place to meet friends right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when I was still decent at pool.
Yeah. So you end up seeing him over there, and then what? You said he's acting amped up. What happened from that point on?
It's just the same as always, man. He's actually grabbed a pistol from me before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not smart.
No.
Yeah.
Like from my bedroom.
Yeah.
Like not even out of my hand.
Yeah.
And I've had to. Never a really good idea to wrestle someone for a pistol.
Yeah. No, I've done it. That's not very smart.
Work or?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've had to fight with people that had guns they were trying to grab. I mean, if you got to protect yourself, you got to protect yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the law allows self-defense in that
I
aspect.
know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you end up walking in there, and this guy's amped up.
Going crazy.
What happened from there?
We just try and wrestle it off of him.
Wrestle what off?
He had, I think he had my revolver in there. Might have. I think that's what it was.
Revolver.
I think that's what he had. Sorry, it was just all
Yeah, I got you.
at the time. Just literally scaring the shit out of me, you know?
I hear you. I hear you.
Well, not literally.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, just
Don't shit yourself.
fucking scared.
Yeah.
Man. Never really knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But I've had to ask him to leave a couple times before.
Mm-hmm.
I just never fucking thought.
So he ends up trying to wrestle with you,
Yeah.
and he had possibly your revolver.
He's
How
done
did you try to
before.
wrestle with him?
To get him to fucking stop.
What was he? You talking about just being amped up?
He said this a couple times. Just saying that he wants to just blow his head off. And like,
Mm-hmm. Did he say that
kind of
today, or?
weird. It was a couple times. And I don't think today necessarily until he started drinking the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And
So he didn't at all.
I should have poured all that shit down the drain. That's why I don't drink this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I told him the last time he did this, I was like, look, man, you can't be doing this anymore. Like, you're getting dangerous. Like, actually dangerous.
Mm.
Like, she was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. Like, we were, like, holed up in my bedroom the last time this happened. It was probably, like, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Was it just you and Brittany at the house?
Her and then, Alan, I think, was asleep in the backyard. They had hammocks out in the back, you know, set up like those,
Who's Alan?
one of our buddies.
One of her buddies?
One of our buddies.
Oh, one of
He
your
was-
buddies.
Yeah, he was visiting. He's down in Tampa now, I believe.
This was before he went out. Like you said, he's been gone out of town working for a week and a half, right?
Alan? Yeah, it was.
So he wasn't there tonight.
Oh, no, he
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was.
Y'all were wrestling over this firearm you're talking about like a month ago he came into your room, or 2 weeks ago?
It's been probably 4 or 5 times he's done that.
He's come in and grabbed your revolver and y'all wrestle over
Couple
the
times.
revolver.
Not that specific scenario, but different ones. He's gone in there. I remember one night he says, I'm gonna come in there and grab your shotgun. I was like, dude, you know?
But tonight, you were wrestling him
Yeah.
for your revolver.
Yeah. Just ask him to fucking stop.
Yeah. What was he saying anything? Was he,
Just yelling, hollering.
what was he doing with the gun itself?
Started trying to point. I don't know if it was that revolver or not. I think it was. That was the second time he did that, particularly. Scared the shit out of me last time, sorry.
No, you're good.
But,
So-
I've got way too much patience for this type of shit.
I got you. What is that your revolver?
Yes.
What does that look like?
It is stainless steel.
What kind of brand is it?
Smith & Wesson.
Smith & Wesson? 357?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time we tried doing it with, I've got a Walther PBK.
Yeah.
So I was trying to fiddle with that one. Thank God he didn't know how to rack a slide.
Yeah. So, you end up walking in this room and he's yelling and he's got your revolver, but he's not really doing anything with it. He's just got it in his hand.
Oh, he was hollering at me.
What is it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. What is he
He's
saying?
been trying to attack me like for a while now. Whenever he gets hammered, he just tries to attack me.
Yeah. What was he yelling though?
Shit, I can't remember, man. It was
Just yelling though?
yeah, just like incoherent. Really.
Yeah. Then the
He's
gun.
done that in my backyard a couple times too.
Mhm.
Like just screaming his head off at the neighbors.
Yeah.
There were neighbors having a pool party. Shit, 2 weeks ago, I believe. And I woke up. He was hammered. It was like noon. There was the ice cream truck going. And, I think there was some like maybe 14, 15-year-old just biking around. He walked out there. I was like, "Hey, you want ice cream cone?" I was like, "Dude, you can't fucking say that."
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you can't go up and offer a kid a fucking ice cream. Pardon my language.
You're fine.
And after that, he lost it that day, and then started trying to attack me again.
So, and again, today.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I just don't want to get confused. I'm trying
sorry,
to make sure I know this story.
I'm all wicked tired right now.
No, I hear you. I hear you. So, you go in there, he's yelling. You don't know exactly what he's yelling. And then you try to wrestle with him for that firearm. What happens from that point on?
Tried pointing at me for a minute, and then guess it got back to him.
What do you mean you got it back to him?
Like he,
Okay, so he pulled back.
yeah.
Then what happened from there?
That's when he dropped, and I called y'all.
So are you saying he shot himself?
It's about where it looked like, man, at the time. Like, it was just really hectic,
Yeah.
and I should have just kicked him out a couple weeks ago, honestly.
Where,
What happened?
before he dropped, where was the gun?
Fuck, I can't remember. Honestly.
I mean,
Before it,
did he bring it up like this? Did he go like this?
I can't remember, man. It was just, you know, a melee, basically, for lack of a better term. Yeah, it's not the first time that's happened either. It's a fucking... almost surprising it hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
Like,
And
we've
then-
been scared shitless in the
Mhm.
last couple of weeks. Like, we've had a conversation about, like, trying to kick him out. He just didn't have anywhere to go. And she wanted him out of the house. But I guess she didn't really have it up to her to tell me something about, you know, like,
Yeah.
or like give it an ultimatum.
Was there anybody with y'all today at all?
During the daytime?
Just tonight
Uh,
at the house or anything?
no, just us.
Just you and Brittany? And,
There was a guy, Caleb, that might have been in there earlier. He was there earlier on. He lives across the street.
when did Caleb leave?
I can't remember. I was already trying to wind down to their bed,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I couldn't. Sorry, I'm wicked tired.
Yeah, no, I got you. Hey, I've been awake just like you have been,
I
man.
understand.
Shit.
Shit, yeah.
Actually, right when this happened, I was just laying in the bed because they had that like possible. They had a tornado in my backyard because I live out in like middle of Milton. So
Fucking
I got woke up to that, and then as soon as I hit the bed, I got a call that this all happened.
I'm sorry I had to wake up for that.
No, there ain't no
I
issue
didn't
with
want to go
it.
back to that house, honestly.
My job is to make sure everybody is,
I might
held accountable if they did something, or if they didn't, I have to prove that too, right?
I understand.
So that's why they get us called out, so we can figure out what all happened.
I just really don't want anybody to look bad.
Yeah, it's just, with your statements that you've provided, man, I don't think they're being 100% truthful, right?
I just don't
I understand.
feel bad.
Yeah, and I understand this is your buddy, right? But you also have your girlfriend you have to look out for that we've talked to. We've also talked to your friend Caleb. So we know what was going on, right? So I just want to give you the opportunity to tell me what happened.
The guy's been trying to attack me for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Right, that's all. He's been
An asshole, right?
He was drunk or
Doped up.
yeah, probably just really drunk.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of let it slide most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he scared the ever-living shit out of me.
No, I get that.
Yeah, more than
People on dope do that, man.
I mean, scared the shit out of me.
Hey, I understand it. I mean, heck, he could even been on PCP, for all we know. And that stuff turns you into like a superhuman.
What's that?
That's that stuff where, like, bath salts. Have you heard of those? Where people end up getting naked and they run down the street and try and eat people's face off.
PCP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's drugs out there that can cause people to go crazy and just be crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get
I'm
it.
really fiddle with that type of stuff.
Yeah. You smoke weed at all?
Yeah. Every now and again for pain mostly.
I mean, that stuff's going to be legal here soon anyways. So, I mean, now a lot of people have those medical marijuana cards, and you know, those are easy to get. It's like almost like buying alcohol nowadays.
Well, I don't really like to get stoned or anything like that. Just mostly for pain.
Chill out.
I don't like painkillers.
Yeah. Those stuff get you addicted pretty quick.
Yeah, I had a couple of friends in high school that got really heavy on them because they broke legs skateboarding or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel with any of that.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually, you know, these people that you see at like the pain management places, like every month, trying to get pain pills from their doctors. Usually started off from surgery. They got some pills and they just never could get them off.
Yeah, man, it's been a really fucking pardon me.
No, you should.
Really fucking interesting, for lack of a better term, month here.
Yeah.
Every day when I wake up, I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from a phone call from my father or my grandpa.
Yeah.
But outside of the house, it was really fucking scary.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I understand.
I mean, really fucking scary.
After that gunshot went off, what happened after that?
Called my father and called y'all.
Called the father and called us. Where is the firearm still with him, or where is that at?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's probably with him still.
He's still in the house.
I would think so.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Unless, did you move it somewhere?
Is he still in the house?
Mhm.
Fuck. I'm definitely not going back there anytime soon.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be gone, and once you go back to your house, I mean, we're gonna leave him there for you or anything.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go back there, honestly.
Yeah, no, I understand. Something like this, it's crazy. It stays on our mind. I mean, I can tell you probably, this is your first person you've seen like that. It'll stick around for maybe a couple months, but it'll easily move back into not thinking about it like that. So,
Hey, thanks, man.
no, you're good. I'm here for you, man.
I just keep like.
No,
You understand? Sorry.
yeah, no. I'm here to help you out, man. So after that, you didn't like grab the firearm or anything.
Honestly, can't remember.
Can't
After
remember.
that,
Did Brittany
Well, just
ever
like-
go in and grab it?
I can't remember. It was just,
Just pretty quick.
like right then.
Yeah.
Had to make a phone call. Open the garage.
What did you and your dad talk about?
I was just letting him know.
Just letting him know.
Yeah. He was obviously pretty sore.
Yeah. What did he say?
I shouldn't have let him stay there.
Does he know your dad know him pretty well?
Well enough, I guess.
Well enough.
Yeah, just he said I should never let him back in the house. I'm I guess a bit of a pushover, you know.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, you try to help your buddy out. I mean,
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Not well enough though.
yeah, I mean, sometimes that stuff can bite us for being a good guy, helping out. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, he was pretty pissed.
Your dad was?
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty pissed at me for being a dipshit and having people around the house like that. And he said something along the lines that I should just be watching out for her
Yeah.
and making sure she's safe and not having idiots around. Because well, I don't really have too many people around the house.
Has your dad met Brittany?
Oh, yes.
How's he feel about her?
Adores her. Probably more than me.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, he probably likes her more than he likes me.
Yeah. Thought my parents were with my wife, too.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're fine. You want me to go get you some more water?
I know, I'm fine.
But,
I was kind of like halfway delirious from not sleeping for that little while.
yeah, I hear you. I wish I could have got you a, energy drink or something.
Oh,
Wait,
right. It's that stuff is,
It's coffee right here.
yeah, it's high-speed chicken feed for me.
Yeah. So this revolver, where do you keep it typically?
Usually on my bedside table.
Bedside table.
Usually. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since he's been around the house. I've had everything around my bed. I used to keep stuff in my office, but the door's busted. But, yeah. No, I keep pretty much everything around the bed.
So you were laying in bed. The gun was there.
Not tonight. No, it was, we come in from being out earlier.
Mm.
I probably should have fucking just put it straight in my room. It was...
So you had it outside while you were out there.
Like out of my room. It was in the...
Yeah, I mean, like,
Man, it was out in the living room.
so you were out in the living room, had it, and left it in the living room.
Out. You know, I was trying to lay on the couch. It was all just kind of... I was trying to just go to bed.
So you weren't in your bedroom.
Not this night.
Okay.
This isn't... Sorry, this
Yeah.
isn't the first time it's happened.
So
It's just the worst time it's happened.
you ended up sleeping on the couch, not the bedroom.
Trying to.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
Where was Brittany at during this?
I think she might have been back in the bed.
Back in bed?
I can't remember exactly. You know, it was
Yeah.
kind of just like a big blur at that point.
Yeah.
It was all... seemed like 30 minutes moved into 1 second, you know.
Yeah. Are these the clothes you were wearing?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sorry, I was kind of...
No, you're...
Looks a little ridiculous.
I like pants.
I've had them since 7th grade, actually.
Dang. I would never be able to fit in my 7th grade clothes.
Yeah. I was big for a youngin', I guess. Didn't grow much past that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's pretty much all I was wearing, actually.
Same shoes, everything.
Yeah, just my shirt came untucked.
Yeah, I got you. So when y'all are tussling for this gun and he shoots himself, Brittany, what happens with her?
Sorry, it's just...
No, you're fine.
Sorry, just that.
No,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
your time, man.
Can't really remember.
Can't remember.
Yeah, we like talked about it for a minute, I guess.
What?
Called y'all. Like I was talking to my father and told him everything that was going on. And he was about to call before I called. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just called y'all.
Yeah. Is your dad local? Does he live here?
Yes, sir.
Or is he out? Okay.
He's actually right down the road on
Yeah,
Jackson.
Road. Jackson.
You know, 12th and Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
What's his name?
Snorri.
What's his last name?
Gislason.
Okay.
Yeah, I called him, told him about it. And I should have listened. You know, too little too late. Should have
Yeah.
listened to him before.
When we go talk to Dad? What was he gonna say about the whole situation?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I know he's pissed, but
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what he'll end up telling us when we talk to him about everything.
Yeah.
So, after this all happened and you called the police, did you ever go back in this room at all where Dylan was at?
I was sitting right there next to it.
Like the whole time?
Well,
Waiting for the police, or?
I walked down and called. I was actually, did you see the garage?
Yeah.
So I was, there was a black Jeep, and I was off the bumper, the front left bumper, looked there by that door, just sitting on the ground.
And where was Brittany at during all that?
I should have been paying attention to it, but I
No.
think she was inside, like in the house. You know, there's those two doors
Mhm.
right there. She was inside, and I was just sitting there.
How long have you been laying on the couch before all this happened?
So I can't.
Like an hour, a couple hours, a couple minutes?
I think we've been trying to watch something, but just laying around.
Who was trying to watch something?
All of us. I think she went back into bed. He was outside smoking. He said he went outside to go smoke a cigarette. I was like, well, I'm smoking a cigarette out front. Why can't you come out here and join me? And but that's what he was doing all night. Going out back. I think he was smoking pot in the backyard.
Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out where this gun was at and where he would have got it.
In the living room. It was somewhere around in the living room.
Where do you typically put it in the living room?
I'm used to it just being me in the house, you know?
Yeah, not good.
And I keep the door locked and all that jazz, but I usually put it up on my metal bowl. It's by the front door, wallet, keys, phone, everything.
Yeah.
And then I'll put my hat over it, usually. I know that's not really responsible, but
I mean, if you ain't got kids or nothing,
yeah.
you live in a house by yourself, you're a man. I mean, you
Yeah.
keep your gun however you want to set it. So, is that a gun you typically carry around? Like, conceal carry type deal?
That one, I don't carry it in my person.
No,
Or
just keep it in the house.
keep it locked. Yeah, in the. Oh no, I keep it locked in like a glove compartment or something like that. Usually.
Okay, so it's like a car gun.
Yeah.
And tonight, when y'all went downtown and all that kind of stuff, did you have it with you then?
Yeah, it was locked in the car.
Locked in the car.
Yeah.
What car did y'all drive?
The Cadillac.
Cadillac. Is that her car?
Brittany's? Negative. No, that's Woody's. Her. John's.
Dylan's. But that's a white one, right? Sedan in the driveway.
Fuck, man.
So,
I might actually have to sell that house.
I mean, it is strange going back to the house when something like that's
I don't
happened.
want to fucking go back there.
Yeah. I understand that.
Pardon my language.
Yeah.
It was all just.
What's that?
It was all just a blur.
Yeah.
Just kind of. It's
So-
like lightning strikes, you know, just
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
So one of the questions I have too is that the gunshot is on the back of his head, right? Typically, when somebody shoots themselves, it's either like
Right.
this or right here, or somewhere consistent with doing it to yourself.
Right.
Right. Behind the head, that's not consistent with being shooting yourself.
Yeah, it was a melee.
Yeah. Well, a melee, I'm not gonna bring my gun back here and.
No, like just trying to grab it, like outright.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
I mean, did you accidentally hit the trigger of some sort? Maybe that happened.
No.
So your gun never went off with your hand around it, like where it was.
It was.
And I get there's a tussle between y'all for this gun, and triggers do get hit. It happens.
Well, they're pretty hard to hit on that one. It's
357, yeah, they're pretty hard to pull.
Yeah. But
So you never...
It wasn't the first time that's happened, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually put a gun to his head before. Like, actually put it to his head.
But not, like, recently or anything. Like today or yesterday.
Not today or yesterday, but within the last, like, month.
Yeah.
And then...
You ever try to get him help?
Yeah, I did, and he said he stopped drinking hard liquor. And, it just kind of changed.
Yeah.
And I went from hard liquor, I guess he started working out there, making a whole mess of cash in Destin, and started doing, like...
Heavy drugs.
Scary. Yeah. I don't even know what, man. I think it's cocaine.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And, he was trying to bring coke around the house and all that stuff. That's just not my jazz.
Yeah, I hear you. It brings the riffraff, man.
Yeah, that and makes people crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So...
There's probably, like, meth in it, too.
I mean, what do they call it? Yeah. Where they're putting meth and cocaine together. It's a ultimate energizer right there.
They do that on purpose?
Yeah. People mix it. People now put cocaine in their weed and smoke it, which, and they do two totally different things. One calms you down and one amps you up, so I don't get it.
They put cocaine in weed?
Mm-hmm. That's typically like something you ask for.
Crackheads.
Yeah, crackheads smoke crack.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what if we talked to Brittany? What would Brittany end up telling us about everything today?
I don't know, honestly. She just saw whatever it was. There's been a couple of fights like that before, where he's tried to, like, get, like, I don't even know what it is, really.
Mm.
Like, just get off something.
What about in like 2018, where cops ended up going out there? And
Same thing. Yeah, he, that night, he put a thumb into my eye socket. Yeah. And I hit him with a mag light.
hit him on the back leg.
Yeah.
So,
He was going nuts that night. I shouldn't have had him back.
but listen, in the backyard, I mean, you guys came back from downtown, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you're in the backyard, right?
For a little while, yes, sir.
So you have your revolver tucked into your pants, right?
Now
Remember, we know a lot of the story, right?
I don't.
So we know that you had your revolver tucked in your pants. We have witnesses, people that were there with you, that told us that your revolver's tucked in your pants. So we also know that you and Dylan or Woody were arguing, and that you fired your pistol into the ground, and that you occasionally do that out of fun, right? So take us from that point, all right? Take us from what led you to fire y'all to argue, what the argument was about, what caused you to fire the pistol into the ground, and just take us from that to how you ended up wrestling with the pistol, because you're leaving out a big chunk. I understand that you're a friend and you're sad, but I just want you to fill in the blanks for us.
He regularly tries to, I don't know what it's really called, honestly. He regularly tries to fight me over some random reason whatsoever. Gets hammered, and then, like, he doesn't answer to anything other than, I'm either going to call the cops, or I'm going to have to fucking escort you out of the house with a pistol. Like, he does not answer. Like, he fights. Like, just fights you. Like, I'm like, please leave or stop. He does that all the time.
Did you have to escort him out today with a
No.
pistol?
Fucking wanted to.
Well, how did this pistol come from your
He
waist?
grabs it and starts fighting me. That's it. Grabs it and starts fighting me. We wrestle for it.
Grabs it out of your waistband?
I guess that's the case.
So real quick, so you're in the backyard, y'all are arguing, all right? You're arguing to the point where your friends want to leave, right? Remember, Caleb was there, right?
Yeah.
And Caleb was there the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you weren't laying on the couch or anything.
I was trying to get back in, sorry.
But
I was just
that's not
completely out of it.
But look, man.
Oh, I understand. I'm not trying to lie.
But no, but listen. All right, you have a girlfriend that you're saying is the one, right?
Yes.
And you've put her in this situation. She's a part of this. All
I
right.
understand.
you understand that you are attaching her to this investigation. So you're trying to have somebody that you care and love lie for you. We know what happened. She tried. But she told us the truth.
Yeah.
We know what happened, okay? And you're putting her in a bad position to lie for you, which she decided was a bad idea and quit lying for you.
Yeah.
Your friend, Caleb, does not want to lie for you. He told us what happened.
I know who he is.
So we have gone through your story and have learned
I know, man.
that your story has nothing to do with what actually happened. So
It's
we want you to be honest with us.
This has happened so many times. I should have kicked him out originally, a long time ago.
I get that.
I've actually had to come down to the point where I've been defending myself in my own house.
But this time, we need to know the details, okay? Because we know
He gets
That it
argumentative, gets drunk, and then just tries to get into it with me all the time. I shouldn't have had him around the house.
So how did that happen in that room, right outside your garage?
Because we go in that door. The back sliding glass doesn't work anymore. The dog, one of my dogs keeps popping on him, you know, and it's popped off the racks. Sorry. He's a good fella, but
Okay, so you guys are arguing. Did you fire the pistol into the ground to get him back off of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so then an hour or so goes by, right? And did y'all start arguing again, or was the same argument going?
he just keeps stewing.
Okay, so at this point, right? But you're not. I can see in your eyes, and you're not tired enough to be lying to us, which is what you've done because you're upset about the situation. Now it's just time to put all the cards on the table and just go for it.
And you're sober.
So Caleb.
You've sobered up compared to what you were.
So Caleb, so you fired it. Y'all kept arguing. Caleb moved off to the back by the fence because he was tired of you guys arguing, right? Once he realized that wasn't going to happen, he told you guys something along the lines of, "Hey, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm fucking off." Is what he's told us. Is what he said. He goes into the side door and then leaves out the front. All right. As he is leaving, you guys are also walking into the house. You understand? Now, your friends, including your girlfriend, has only seen you with your revolver, seen it tucked into your pants, seen you fire it into the ground one time, and then see or know that y'all are walking into the house behind him. Right? Caleb gets to the front door and hears a gunshot, and then runs across the street and goes home. All right? So what we need from you is to fill in the blanks. All right? If you were just tired of arguing with them and you popped them in the back of the head, then that's what we want to know. If you guys fought, then that's what we need to know. But so far you've been a bunch of bullshit. Okay? Now just fill in the blanks and be honest with us.
I don't want him to look bad, man.
I don't care about him looking bad. He's dead, dude. Right? You fill in the blanks of how he became dead. The truth.
Just fighting.
So you guys are walking into the house. You're behind him. He's in front. How are y'all stacked up?
I go in, and I was towards the inner door of that room right there.
Right.
And that's just starts going down, man.
So what? He grabbed you from behind? I mean, what do you mean it starts going down? You have to tell me.
It starts. Well, that's why my shirt's a little untucked and like pulled out. Just what he always does, man. Sorry.
I don't care about what he always does. I only care about tonight. All right.
He grabs me and tries to find me and tells me that I'm not going to be the same person if I don't have the gun on me.
Okay. And then what?
Goes from there. Just we're on the ground.
Look,
fucking fighting.
quit bullshitting with us.
I'm
man.
not.
And listen, we
fighting there.
okay, but listen. All right. We know what happened. We want you to be honest with us. He's got a gunshot to the back of his head. It ain't in the front of his head.
I didn't put a gun to the back of his head and shoot.
Tell me how that happened.
Wrestling.
Wrestling, the gun
in my house.
did not hit him in the back of the head. You also took an hour to call the police, right? Because y'all called your dad. You called your dad, and your dad was trying to set a story with y'all.
No.
Then how did that conversation go for that 1 hour?
He was just fucking screaming at me.
About what?
Being a dipshit. Having him there in the first place. Telling me that I'm going to hell. and a slew of other things.
So you guys are throwing down over the firearm,
Yes.
right? Like he tells you specifically, you're not the same man without the firearm.
That's not the first time he said that
Okay,
either.
okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I only care about tonight. So he tells you specifically you're not the same man without the firearm.
Yes.
And then what is the very next thing that happens? Does he tackle you? Does he throw a punch at you? Does he, what, because the gun's, I'm assuming, in your waistband at this point?
Back.
So it's in the back of your waistband?
Wrong.
Because Caleb says that you typically carry it like in the appendix in your
He doesn't
waistband.
know me all that well.
Okay, so tonight it was in the back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then, so just tell us, he comes in there, says, you're not the same man without the firearm. Tell us from there on. Tell us exactly what happened.
Just a fight. You know, just a fight for it, really.
So he reached for it and touched the gun,
Yes.
and then you started trying to
And then we
defend
just
yourself.
started rolling around. Yeah, just rolling around, fucking trying to not have anything touch off like that.
So was he facing you like you guys are about to throw down?
For a minute there.
And you had the pistol in your back, right?
It was, so, trying to paint the room, you know, outside door, garage door,
Gotcha.
like the door, like the doors like this.
Yeah, I saw your Jeep. I saw all that. I'm down with the
Yeah.
picture.
It was just a rolling around fighting, trying to not.
So what did he say at that point? I'm gonna take your fucking gun. What did he say at that point?
Didn't really say much. It was just fighting. You know, just after what he said, just fighting, rolling around, and it touches off. And then I call my father and let him know.
No. You're saying fighting and a bunch of stuff to the call your father part. I still need the picture painted from you guys starting to fight, the guns in your back waistband. Now you're rolling around on the floor. Now what? Does the gun fall out? Does he grab a hold of the gun? I mean, you have to
We
tell
both
me
had
this
a hold
part.
of the gun
Okay.
for a minute there.
So
Just grabbing it off.
here's my phone. We're gonna act like this is a gun. Show me what was happening when you were both holding on to it.
Well,
Do whatever you need to do with me. I'm
I'm
flexible. You do whatever you want. I'll do it. All right.
just trying to, like, fucking.
Okay. You're trying to angle where the shot went
No,
off.
no, like,
Okay.
trying to fucking get it up.
Okay. So it's pointed up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When
Just
did
trying
it
to
go off?
fucking get it off. I
When did that go off?
can't remember exactly, man.
Yes, you can.
Like,
Okay. Listen, you're scared shitless. That's why you called her dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, this needs to have the truth come out. A guy is dead. Okay. I have to call Dylan's parents and talk to his family and tell them that Dylan's dead. You can't talk to your son anymore.
I know.
Okay? Your buddy, your friend, you're sitting here lying to us about what exactly happened. We've had to pull this from you. Okay? If he's your
It's a
buddy,
fight.
okay,
It was just a fight over it, and that's not the first time it's happened. I'm trying to tell y'all,
I don't.
he's
Just like you
tried.
said, man, we don't care what happened in the past. We want to know now. Then we'll get into the past.
He regularly tries for
Okay?
weapons. All right. Like, he doesn't respond to anything.
You have brandished a firearm earlier in the night. You have your buddy telling me this, that you showed your firearm off to him, yelling at him because you're pissed off. That happened again because Caleb says that y'all were yelling, actively yelling at each other, not fighting.
Huh.
There's a difference in fighting and yelling at each other. Your girlfriend, who you're putting in the most shittiest position you could ever think of, is saying that y'all walked in right behind each other, right when y'all walked in, boom, went off the shot. Then, she goes around the front door and you say, I shot him.
Yeah.
You're putting people in a shitty
I
position.
understand that.
You were fucking up doing that, right?
Do not mean to put any of
If
this.
Woody's your buddy, quit lying about him.
I'm not.
Just tell us what happened, dude. If you know you shot him because you went out and you told Brittany that you shot him, just tell us what
I told him
happened.
he got shot.
That's not what Brittany's telling us. Be honest, man.
So just tell us
I'm not
what.
lying.
Brittany loves you, dude.
I
Brittany
understand.
loves you. Caleb loves you. He said that the entire night you're trying to defuse the situation. You're trying to get Dylan to calm down and shit.
I understand.
You got a story to tell, so tell it, right? If you shot him, explain why. Explain what happened.
And we want his family to have closure, to know what happened.
They'll probably know already about it, but I told her a couple of times before. It's gonna get bad, and I'm gonna have to defend myself from this guy. I don't feel comfortable with him in the house. That's that. Like, the guy has tried wrestling me for it before. I was a different one. And he's also tried other stuff, man.
And you got sick of it.
No, not that. I've got more patients in the hospital.
So you believe that there is going to be something going on, and then you shot him.
Pardon?
What time did you shoot him?
I didn't, like, actively.
Then tell us. Be honest with
It
us.
was just a melee in there, man.
Okay.
That's all.
Show me how this shot him in the back of the head.
I don't know. We were rolling around, and then
Where was the gun when it went off?
How many times has this guy ever shot your firearms?
Pardon?
How many times this past night has this guy, Woody, shot your firearms?
Twice.
Last night?
No.
Last night, how many times has Woody shot your firearms?
Oh, none.
Okay. How many times did you shoot your firearms last night?
Once.
Who shot it into the dirt? Okay, and then who shot it later?
I don't know.
So,
It was. I'm
Look.
trying to tell you guys.
You understand that
did you
we're
just
going to
get
go
scared?
rob him.
Did you just get scared that y'all were going to be fighting and he was going to overcome you and get the gun? Is that what happened?
He's tried killing me before. Man.
Is that what happened? Were you scared that he was going to overpower you and take the gun?
I have been scared of him before.
Okay. So explain the fear that was going through your mind and explain what happened at that point.
I was scared absolutely shitless that he was going to take a firearm and shoot me.
Okay. And then what happened?
It it was locking up, trying to fight, man.
Okay. So you were telling
I
Brittany
did
that
not
you were going to have to
have to.
defend yourself. You were telling her this in the past.
Yeah, I told her that before.
Is this the point where you had to defend yourself?
I did not intend to like that.
What do you mean you did not intend to?
That's not what my intention was. It was just, I didn't really think it was going to go down that way, honestly. I'm sorry to have y'all in here wasting your time.
Well, you just need to be honest. So y'all were wrestling for the gun. You were scared that he was going to take it from you, and you pulled it out and you shot him in the back of the neck.
I didn't aim anywhere or pull a trigger or anything like that.
Listen.
I think the
how
hammer
old?
back.
Did you?
Okay, the hammer came back. Keep going.
Yeah, I think the hammer was back or something because, at that point, if you just touch it, if their hammer's back.
Probably 3 pounds of trigger pull with the hammer back, single action,
And-
double action, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's where I was. I did not aim for anything whatsoever. Didn't aim to pull a trigger or anything like that.
So did you break away from him, point the gun at him, and then just all of a sudden accidentally pull the trigger?
No, sir, I didn't break away from him.
Okay. So y'all are still engaged?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then got up, and then I see it.
You see what?
Sorry. Just blood spreading on the floor. My mattress is against the wall.
How was his body compared to yours?
At that point,
Was he laying sideways? Was he laying face down?
I can't remember.
Are we going to get his DNA off your firearm?
I understand, sir.
Are we going to get his DNA off your firearm? Or was it just your hand on the firearm?
I don't know, man.
Was it just your hand on the firearm?
I honestly don't remember.
You have to remember, dude.
I can't. It was.
There's no way that you don't remember.
I
remember every fight I've ever been in. I remember every situation where I've had to shoot somebody. I remember every one of them. You understand? I don't care what other situation. I don't care how deprived of sleep I was. I remember them vividly.
I honestly don't.
Have you ever watched Dexter? Do you know what that is? CSI, any of those shows? Have you ever seen those?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand, if I'm on the ground and I shoot you in the head, the blood splatter behind you is going to tell a story.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to be able to tell if y'all are on the ground tussling.
Right.
We're going to be able to tell how y'all were standing, how y'all were sitting, or how y'all are laying.
Right.
We're going to be able to tell where that gun went off. Alright? So this is your opportunity to be honest with us and tell us the honest truth. Okay?
Just tell us what were you about to say.
I'm sorry, I just,
Well, you pointed your gun like your left hand, like it. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
left-handed.
You just pointed it like you were gonna shoot. So you're about to say something.
No, I was, sorry, just a nervous habit.
So what is that blood going to tell us? Just be honest, man. We get it.
Honestly, I'm trying to rack my brain right now.
Were y'all walking in the house? Because it was seconds. Caleb goes out the front door, hears the gunshot, and then runs home. So were y'all coming in the door, he say something like, you ain't shit without that gun, and then you were like, hey dude, I'm not gonna freaking go through this again with you, and just freaking point the gun at him, and then inadvertently squeeze the trigger?
He lunged for me.
He lunged for you and you pulled the trigger?
No, there was a bit of a fight, and then, like, we square off, and you gotta know the guy. He doesn't.
Look,
Listen, we know people like this guy, all right? I empathize with what you're saying. I really do.
You know,
I
did not
understand. I understand you didn't want him dead. I understand that you didn't kill him 3 months ago or 3 weeks ago or a month ago because you were trying to help the guy out. Trying to give him somewhere to live during the corona. I understand all that, all right? I empathize with you, and I really do. But I need to know.
How far did self-defense go, honestly?
Explain it. Explain what happens. There are people who kill people all the time in self-defense, and they don't spend prison time, right? But you got to explain how it was self-defense.
I'm still going to hell anyway. Sorry.
why?
Shot someone, man.
Well, listen.
Like,
You're
someone got killed.
talking about hell,
I
so you
didn't-
believe in Christ, right?
Yes, sir.
And so you and Christ have to work through that. And Christ did a lot of stuff so that we're saved, right? And we're not going to hell.
I could have just not had him at the house.
That's right. But that's the past. I need to know what happened last night. Because the way it looks and sounds to me is you guys were walking in that back door. He was in front of you. He probably said something like, you ain't shit without that gun. And you're like, oh yeah, fuck, and popped him in the back of the neck.
Fuck no.
Okay, then explain what happened.
Same thing as last time. He's done it before. I'm trying to say this. I'm sorry to sound like broken.
He's done it before, we know that.
And he always lunges for me and comes at me. And then the next day, he'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was such a drunk asshole.
Gotcha. So last night he lunged for you.
Yeah.
All right. What position are y'all in? Like you coming in the back door and he lunges for you?
I was in already.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he lunged for you?
Yeah.
And did he fall?
Afterwards. Sorry.
After you shot him, obviously he fell. But how did you end up pulling the trigger and a gun into the back of this dude's neck? How did that happen?
I didn't like execute him, man.
I get it. He wasn't down on his knees. He wasn't begging for his life, and you just pop him. I get it. Y'all are fighting at some point. But what you're not telling us is that in-between part. So all it seems like is you executed him. Or actually, to me, it seems like you were walking behind him and pulled the trigger in the back of his neck.
Because all you're saying is, and stuff. He
Sorry.
tussled and stuff. Okay, and a shot to the back of the neck. I mean, if I'm tussling with you, we're like this, right? There's no him in front of me, spin around,
Right.
where the back of his head is right here, right?
Well,
It just doesn't make sense, man. And sitting here, we started this interview with you. You've lied up until this point
honestly,
about a lot of stuff.
No,
But look,
Dia,
But
seriously.
listen,
I'm not lying.
we
to you.
finally pull some of the truth out, but not all of it. Okay? If somebody's to watch this later on, they're gonna be like, holy shit, this dude lied up until now.
Yeah, sorry. I'm really, I know y'all, it's not your job to trust me or anything, but I'm really not trying to lie
I
to y'all.
believe you did not want him to die tonight. I believe
Yeah,
that you
clearly,
didn't.
I know
I
that.
believe that you didn't start out today, have dinner with the dude. Y'all were riding around in the car,
Yeah.
hanging out and drinking with the bums and stuff. I believe that you did not expect or want him to die tonight. Y'all were having a good
I
time.
understand that.
I believe that it got to a certain point where you needed to do something, and I need to know what happened.
It's just the same thing. It's
He lunged at you, and then what?
sorry. I'm really trying to just image it right now. Sorry. I just want to make sure I get it to y'all perfectly.
My question is, why do you have to sit here and think about it?
Because I'm trying to picture it and make sure I got it. Because I'm really not trying to lie to y'all. I have a
So I can tell you,
really.
the last time that I fought with a dude that had a gun, I can picture every moment of it. Guess what? Nobody got shot, and I remember every little bit of it.
Right.
Like it's happening just now, right?
Yeah.
Somebody was shot and killed. I know that's in your head, and I know you know what happened.
Well, honestly, the
Don't
only image I've got,
honestly me, man.
the only image I've got is him falling on the ground. That's like right in my.
Okay, so where were
Fine.
you standing whenever he fell down?
I mean, shit, I'll get on the ground. You want to show me? So, was he knee down?
Facing you?
Was he,
How did he fall? Facing you, or did he fall facing away from you? Because you just said that you picture him falling down.
Oh, I know. I guess he was. I think he was on his side.
okay, so
Was he?
was that laying down or?
Like,
Was he facing you when he fell? Or was he facing away from you when he fell?
If you don't get on the ground and show me. So is this how you were?
This is Dylan, right? And are you,
So.
were you where he is? Where Detective Gary is? Or were you where I am?
So I'm trying to picture it. He was facing out that door.
Were you facing that door also? Let's imagine this is a door outside. Okay. Tell me where to go, where Dylan was when you remember him being shot. So I'll even get on the ground. So-
Door to the outside, I think.
You're you. I'm Dylan.
Well, he was facing the door to the outside.
Okay.
I think.
So I'm facing this door like this, right? Then what happened?
No, that's the last image that I
Okay.
got my
Where were you
standing now at this point.
when the
Where you
bullet
are
went
now?
off?
Or?
Like standing now. Like standing there.
I'm talking about when he got shot. When that bullet went out of that gun. So I'm laying like this. I'm Dylan.
We're right up against each other for a minute there.
So you're face forward this way.
At the side.
Towards the door.
I believe so. I believe so. Sorry.
Where?
I'm really honestly
Listen,
trying to picture together.
The truth comes easy,
I am.
making up a bunch of stories. Another thing I want to highlight you on is that we haven't spoken to your father. All right.
I know.
Is your father an accessory in this? Did he tell you what to say or what to cover up or what to do afterwards?
No, sir.
Because I also know from talking to Brittany that you went in and out of that room several times while speaking to your father. So,
Yeah, it's pacing
so
around.
are we going to get him caught up in this too, where he was trying to help you cover it up? That's called accessory after the fact, same
No,
thing
sir.
as murder.
No, sir.
All right, so what I need for you to do is stop thinking of anything that you ever seen on TV, anything that any person's ever told you to do to help you out of this situation, and then tell us just the truth. Because you know the truth comes easy. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to make it up. The truth is what it is. It's the truth. They come from
I'm
his
not
own.
trying to make anything up, y'all.
Yes, you are, dude.
No,
Did you when we
Because you're
first
not-
started talking?
No, I'm
so
not trying to.
I had a
I'm trying
conversation
to
with
picture
you.
it together.
Hold on. I had a conversation with you for probably about an hour about, hey, what happened? That whole conversation, you fed me bullshit that I already knew that was incorrect. It wasn't true.
Sorry.
Because I've talked to everybody that's involved with this, minus you.
So just tell us the truth.
It's kind of embarrassing. I have a really fucking shitty head every now and again, like memory-wise.
No, you don't.
Oh no, I mean I'm whenever I get nervous,
I get it.
I do
So just
not-
tell us the truth and don't be nervous.
Just fighting for it and defend myself.
How?
Didn't intend to.
How is he facing away from you and you're behind him? And how did you get a gun to the back of his head?
Self-defense works, right? If that person has equal force to what you have, and you guys are facing each other.
I understand.
Right? If he doesn't have a firearm, and he is walking away from you and gets popped in the back of his damn neck, that is not self-defense.
It was not.
So whatever somebody has fed you, it's bullshit. All right? So you need to tell us the truth. You need to tell us the truth, or we're going to full throttle in a bunch of directions out of here.
Oh, I understand, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? So just tell us what happened.
Sorry.
Because we got other stuff we got to do too. You know what I'm saying? As do you. So we just need to know what happened so we can move
I
on.
understand, sir. Just being dipshits fighting. Argument went too far and just turns into a fucking melee for the firearm, and we start rolling around, and he doesn't stop.
Okay.
At all, ever. Will not stop. I'm afraid to go to sleep sometimes. He will not stop, and just touches off around.
Okay, so
What do you mean touches off around?
It was hammer was back, and
The gun was in your hand?
no, I'm saying the hammer was back. I'm
so
really.
who had a hold of this gun? Was he ever able to get this gun away from your grasp?
Just for a minute. Not a whole minute. He's done it before, man. Tonight. Leave rolling around in the heat of it. I think I shot him. Scared shitless of the guy.
So did you get around behind him, pull the gun out of your waistband, and shoot him? I mean, you got to kind of. I mean, I heard you say that you shot him. So.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's what happened. Not that. Obviously.
So you don't remember getting the gun out of your waistband? You don't remember getting the gun?
It was all just like a fucking.
Look, you just told us you shot him. We know you shot him. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? Like I said,
I was scared fucking shitless of the guy.
I get it.
explain that. Explain how this on the ground happened. Did you rear back and get the chance to shoot him? And took it?
I would not take it on purpose.
Did you know you didn't have the energy to fight with this guy over this gun? So now you're behind him and you freaking pop him? I mean, there's a story there. What is that story? You're meleeing for the gun and you shot him. Is that the story? Because that's what you just said. You know, I'm meleeing for the gun and I shot him. Which makes sense. All right? But somehow you got around behind him and shot him.
Just rolling around. And so that was the case. And then I called my father, told him about it. He was screaming at me about everything, saying he was going to call the police. and I told him I was going to.
So right before you shot him, did you pull the gun out of your waistband? So you are fighting, and then you broke away from him or got a free second. Did you pull the gun from your waistband and shoot him? What happened at that point?
Actually, I think I hit the ground and picked it up.
So it fell on the ground,
Yeah.
From the
Like,
waistband.
and then you picked it up and shot him.
I think that's what it was.
Was that what it was, or you
Picturing it
that's
right
what
now.
it was?
I think that's what it was. I'm like trying to picture it right now.
So did he lunge at you?
Originally, yes. He had
He never got a hold of that gun.
He like fucking was like feeling around me, and
Did
it came out
and
like off of me.
and my question is, did you brandish it at him? I understand
And then-
that you're pissed and he's not leaving your house. Was it brought out like, hey, you need to leave?
Yes. That wouldn't be the first time that. Well, earlier. That wouldn't be the first
But
time.
not during this struggle.
Were you leading him out of there at gunpoint?
No.
And that's when he says you ain't shit without that gun?
Fuck no.
Because you also mentioned that you had to escort him out of there.
I had to escort him a couple times. And no, that was with the wall throw on safety.
Because I mean, him saying you ain't shitting it with that gun, without the gun. Somehow that gun was brandished at some point before this melee started.
He would fucking kill me, honestly.
I get that.
No, I mean like that
You
one
killed
night
him.
in 2018, whenever he put that's what fucking scared the shit out of me initially, and that's when I started like paying attention to how he acted. When he put a fucking thumb into my eye socket.
And that didn't happen today.
No,
Okay.
it's just that's.
So did you pull that gun out while you were escorting him out? Because I can tell you, a minute or two after you break that threshold of that door, he gets shot.
Right.
Your girlfriend tells us that.
Right.
It wasn't long enough for a struggle. It was literally right when y'all walked in.
It's just to break out.
So there wasn't a struggle, man.
There was.
Then explain it. Because you're not doing that. You're just...
I'm sorry. I'm like trying to picture it just so I can tell you.
It just
guys
seems to
exactly.
me like you're trying to use the self-defense thing.
Oh no, not at all.
It's
I mean-
you're like making it up, man. We're trying to give you like the ability to explain that self-defense.
I understand. I'm just trying to
But
make
it's
sure.
not being explained. It's not even being attempted. You're just saying it was a struggle for a gun.
Come in the room from out there. And it's immediate.
Which we already know from earlier that night that you brandished it and fired it into the ground to get this dude to calm down.
But I'm walking in. And right behind me, real fucking snap, goes for me. We spin around, tussle for like a second. And I'm like, fucking stop.
How'd you know he lunged at you?
I could feel it.
Okay, so he grabbed you from the back.
Yeah. I kind of right in that just that door from the porch out there. Well, not the porch, but in there. I spin around, and that's that.
And you typically keep your gun in the back.
Right
That's where you've been keeping it all night.
here usually. And if I have it on a waistband, like a holster, I got a belt holster,
Mm.
and then it'll be side saddle, like forward that way.
So
Did you have your holster tonight?
Nice, sir.
when he lunged at you, you weren't looking at him, right? He just lunged at you, and then you felt it.
Oh, it was like kind of like looking over, and I hear him doing that yell. Sorry.
Okay, so either you felt it or you saw him doing it. Because you just gave me two different stories.
I felt it, and I looked back,
Okay, so
And it's
you felt
like-
it first.
right there. So there's that mattress laying up against the wall here,
Mhm.
and then it's over here, like, you know,
So
got it there.
he lunges at you, grabs onto you, and that's when you look back pretty much same time, right? And you've been keeping a gun in your waistband, same place all night. If he wanted that gun, he would have grabbed that gun. He's behind you.
Yeah.
So, be honest. We didn't
No,
just start
it's-
doing this, man.
I know. It's just,
So, either you have this gun out again, because you already did it earlier in the night,
Right.
or you dropped it on the floor, and then some stupid stuff happened. But I think that you had it out, and then from what your witnesses, your friends, and your girlfriend says, y'all were yelling at each other, not like a fighting yell, like y'all were cussing each other out, and then a shot went out, and then it stopped. And then you took an hour to call us, because you were scared shitless. Somebody who's guilty does not call an hour later. They call right when it happens, say, hey, he jumped me, he's fighting me, he tried to get my
I don't know
gun.
what to do, man.
Well, now what you do is tell us the truth.
I am.
Okay, so
I-
you're coming in, you felt him lunge at you, then what?
And it's just,
You
Oh,
pulled
no,
the gun
no.
and shot?
like, turn around.
You
Yeah,
you
like-
turned around and pulled it at the same
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, like trying to fucking whip him. Like just hit him off or some shit. And just turn around and that's it.
So which hand did you fire the gun with?
I think my left.
Okay, so you turned around, whipped him off of you, turned around and grabbed the gun with your left hand, pointed
So,
and fired at
either
him?
that or my right here. I'm not lying.
Not?
Yeah.
Okay, we get that.
I know.
So it wasn't a tussle for the gun itself, right? You were trying to
No,
defend from him grabbing onto you, right?
Grabbing onto the gun.
So,
yeah.
well, he tries to wrap up with you, and you hit him off, and then you grab gun, and then you shot to protect yourself, right?
Shouldn't have.
How did he get facing away from you? Just when you whipped him off, he spun around,
Yeah.
and then you drew the gun and fired?
Blindly.
So what happened with the gun from that point? So the gun went somewhere, right? It was unloaded. How did all that happen?
I honestly can't fucking remember. Well,
Look,
Go ahead. You remember?
so all I can really understand is probably making sure it's empty before y'all get there, so nothing else fucking happens.
well, why didn't you tell us, hey, the gun that this was caused by is at this location, and I unloaded it for y'all, for law enforcement.
Did not.
Thank you.
So you unloaded
honestly.
it. Listen, where's the empty shell casing at? Because you unloaded it's a six shooter, so you unloaded the 6 rounds, including the shell casing, right? And where did you put those rounds in that shell casing?
Is it in my pocket? Let me just make sure it isn't. Sorry, Al.
Is it in there?
No, I'm just making sure it isn't. It's just cigarette filters.
What was the...
Cigarette filters.
That's weird.
Yeah, they pull the tar out.
You mind if I check buckets?
Totally.
You don't go. Nah.
So where'd you put the other rounds, the other 5 rounds? Well, probably 4, right? Because you spent one earlier.
I'm not lying to you. I don't know, man. It was just all fucking hullabaloo from there. I was just scared shitless.
So,
I get it. You just shot somebody, dude.
Well, not like just that. I was
That's what happened.
scared shitless before.
you was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I know it doesn't matter at this point.
It matters, dude.
But, I've honestly just been scared of the guy for a little while.
I get it. But so focus on, so you're talking to your dad, you go into the room what, 3-4 times?
It's just
Obviously, one of them was to get the firearm.
pacing around the garage, losing it, you know. Just kind of letting it all sink in, you know.
What was your dad telling you to do?
Call the police.
Did he try to tell you to make up any kind of statements or anything?
He was gonna call the police if I didn't.
Did you tell him that you were thinking about not calling the police or something? Or?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why that
Yeah.
got brought up.
Oh, he just immediately.
Because y'all talked for about an hour. And that's a
Uh,
pretty extended period of time. Because we got a call for the shot fired, right? But we couldn't find out where it was until y'all finally called us. So there was an hour gap.
Right.
So something was going on to where,
Just-
maybe,
sitting there. Oh, probably smoking the rest of the cigarettes that I had in the house too.
did you and her have a conversation?
I told her what was about to happen.
What'd you tell her?
Police are coming. I love you.
And what else?
I.
Did y'all try to set up a story? Kind of cover you? Or...
Sorry. No. I just told her what happened. You know, like I was like, look, I just talked to my father. This is it.
What do you mean by this is it?
Well, I mean, like, this is the situation.
Okay.
And,
So you use words like it, right? That leaves
Oh,
I would
I apologize.
You got to fill in that story. The whole time we've been telling you that.
No, a minute ago you said that you shouldn't have shot him. Why do you say that?
I shouldn't have had him there in the first place.
I get
I
that.
should have done
But-
it better. I should have.
Saying you shouldn't have shot him, I mean, there's a reason behind you saying you shouldn't have shot him.
Not that.
Are you looking back at it now thinking that probably wasn't the best option?
Obviously. Sorry.
Well, I'm trying to get your opinion.
I think he either would have strangled me or shot me.
Did he wrap your neck?
He has before. That's
Yeah.
just that's like the go-to. It's just to be expected.
Yeah.
You know, he's either gonna strangle me or shoot me, or
But you understand, man.
fish eye me.
You brandished this gun towards him already, right? So there's some kind of, it shows you probably shouldn't drink and have a gun around.
I understand. Get
'Cause, I mean, you're already showing that gun and showing it as like a, hey, I'm a tough guy. You're at that point, you're like
fight
an aggressor.
if you don't stop. Like he will fight you.
Well,
Like
that's what the
he
police are made for. You can't bring a gun out and just start showing at people and say, hey, I'm going to fuck you up. And if you don't calm down.
You know why?
I probably should
Just because then your buddy's gonna be like, you ain't shit without that gun.
Yeah.
And now you're up against the wall, right? Because you can't fight your way out of it. You can't use improvised weapons. You have a firearm and you have to use it, right? Oh yeah, bud, I ain't shit, huh, pop?
Not like that.
But I mean, that's basically what happened, right?
No, I wouldn't.
Well,
Because he said that he was coming behind you when he said that, right? Which must be what alerted to him lunging at you.
Yeah, coming back.
You know. So he must have said that when he was lunging at you.
this is directly after you brandishing that gun. That's when Caleb was like, fuck, no, I'm getting the fuck out of here, right? So you, at that point, have made yourself an aggressor. You've showed this gun off to this guy saying, hey, pretty much fuck off. And then
If
he lunged at you, how do we know that he wasn't trying to protect himself? I mean, everybody that I've talked to that was at that house has said that you were being aggressive with that gun. That you were arguing with him. I mean, there's no reason a gun needs to be brought into
I understand.
a drunk fight, argument.
I
So
understand.
how can we say that it's self-defense when you're showing that gun just right before you
I guess
shoot him?
it's circumstantial. If you just knew what's happened before with him. That's all.
Yeah, but you were the guy with the
If I
gun.
knew what had happened before with him, he wouldn't be in my house, and there wouldn't be any way that a firearm would become available. Especially if I knew that I was going to be thought to start shooting into the ground next to people to kind of scare them, you know, to make them think, hey, that dude's got a gun. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with him, right? Because eventually, what it's going to turn into is you've got a firearm, they're behind you. They think they can beat your ass. They're going to come up behind you and choke that firearm somewhere and beat the fuck piss out of it. Right? I don't really think that happened because everybody says that you were trying to teach him that, hey, when you're at somebody's house, you should be more polite instead of be a dick all the time, right? Is that kind of what the argument was about? Right? So obviously, you were trying to help the guy learn some manners, right? But it turned into him being shot in the back of the neck. Right? So,
Sorry, I'm just picturing it right now.
I need your help with something at this point, all right?
Yes, sir.
I need to know where you put the bullets in the casings, because you put them somewhere. I mean, they're gonna destroy your house trying to find it. It'd be much easier if you just said, "Hey, dude, where's it at?"
Did Brittany take him?
I don't know.
Well,
I'd ask her.
Where did you put them when you unloaded the firearm?
I just dropped him out.
Where?
Like there. I'm not sure where afterwards.
let me ask you this. Did Caleb come back after?
Not that I remember, man. It was.
Did you remember? Did Caleb come back?
I don't remember.
Does Caleb have those bullets?
You think he does?
You tell me.
We're investigating, right?
Yeah,
You have information in your noggin.
No, I'm seriously. I can ask him. He'll gladly give him up if he does.
Because, tell you, he was scared shitless when our patrol guys tried to talk to him. Then I went over there and talked to him. And I'm pretty sure he's involved more than what he wants to give. So, I need you to tell me if they're at his house. Did he come back?
After that whole situation popped out, this entire night's been a blank since, and around it, you know, it was just trying to have a nice day downtown, and then it turns into this.
So you went and got the gun out of the laundry room? Yes or no?
Sir?
You went and got your firearm back out of the laundry room, yes or no? Or did you carry it with you when you went out? Did you have the firearm with you whenever you went and told Brittany that you shot him?
I don't remember, sir.
But you said specifically that you unloaded the firearm because you knew the police were coming and you thought it would be the best thing to do. So if you were making those types of thoughts, you were able to put together pieces in your mind that that's a smart thing to do. We have the firearm. We don't have the casing.
That dresser thing by the television front door.
So is that where you think you put the firearm in the bowl, the steel bowl?
I'm just assuming.
Is it in one of those cars, possibly? Because that's where you keep your keys to.
The firearm?
No, the shell casing.
In the cars?
You remember walking out to one of those cars?
Definitely not that Jeep. Doesn't open.
Jeep in the driveway?
Yes, sir.
What about the Jeep in the
Garage.
garage? Did you eject them into there?
I don't think I would do that, sir. I'm honestly trying to think of where I
Was
would.
Brittany with you when you did that?
When you unloaded the firearm?
She was on the couch, I believe.
So you're far in the living room?
Yeah, she was on the couch when I talked to her, and she was just, you know, glazed over with everything. I'm trying to think.
Did anybody come back to this house at all after the shooting? Any other friends that we don't know of?
The only person that would be there would maybe be Caleb and Brittany. Those are the only people there, because he lives across the street, and Brittany.
Because I know he
there.
texted you a couple times asking if you were good. So
I can't remember if he did or not. Sorry, I really am trying to think where it might be.
would you have thrown him over a fence?
I don't remember going out back by the side.
Never walked
I
outside.
don't remember going back over that threshold, you know, the side porch. Maybe behind that mattress, it would have fallen down there.
So,
I've got other casings.
look, you said Smith & Wesson, right?
Yes, sir.
So the wheel stays in the firearm, right? Or does the wheel come out? No, it actually ejects out the side, and then you push the ejector, right?
The wheel comes out.
Right. So the wheel pops out,
And then
and
it all-
push the ejector.
Everything comes
Right.
out.
That it then pushes the ejector plate and shoves all the
Yes, sir.
spent rounds and the non-spent rounds out of it, right?
Yes, sir.
So you would have had to take in that firearm, pull the little thing, flicked it out, right, and push the ejector.
So it'll fall out either way. The well, not the wheel, but the casings will fall out if you.
Not the spent ones, right?
All
Because they usually expand pretty good and hang in there, which is why you.
it usually falls out. No, no, sorry.
Okay. So where did you do that? So the revolver was in your master bedroom behind the curtain on the windowsill.
Oh yeah, on the windowsill. That's where I used to hide it. Sorry.
You remember doing it near there? In the bedroom? Because, like, as if you hid this gun, right? So you probably would have hid these bullets. Where do you think you would have hid something like that?
Probably somewhere in that room then, I guess. Or
Where? Like, where around there would you have popped it?
That's under the bed. That's a mess.
Under the bed?
I'd say under the bed, but that's a god awful mess.
Is that one of his little blood spots right there on you?
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got some.
Oh, yeah, this is old stains.
You think that's old stains?
Oh, yes, sir,
You
yeah.
don't think it was some sort of splatter?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
We'll find out,
Get it.
but
I know. Yeah, I've got
You got
shit
one on
stains
the other
all
side
over
of you
me.
too.
And then, here as well.
That looks like rust, but those other ones
Yeah.
look like. So
Same
especially
here.
that one looks just like blood. What did you clean yourself up afterwards? Did you go in there and take a shower and wash up, or
No, sir, I'm wearing the exact same thing.
what about your hands? Did you wash your hands?
I can't really well wash that one. It hurts too much. And then,
He's doing the hand sanitizer.
yeah.
Were
Yeah, I'm
you
kind
wearing-
of anally retentive about.
Are you wearing a bathrobe? Do you have a bathrobe?
I do.
Is that something you would probably wear?
Not generally with this, but
What color is it?
orange, white, blue.
Could look yellowish, possibly. Like a tannish color.
No, sir, just vertical blue, orange, and white stripes.
Okay. I thought you meant like orange, whitish, like light colored.
With it's standing up that long.
Were you wearing it last night?
Yesterday, I was during the daytime.
But not last night when you were arguing?
No, I would. Honestly, sorry, sir. I hate to say it, it's just the guy scares the shit out of me sometimes.
I get it.
Yeah. Like, I just don't normally know what to do with shit like that, you know?
Well, that's what we're made for.
I understand.
Call us. Call us, we get rid of the issue. You know, just like in 2018, when the same thing happened. You know, back then he claimed that you put a gun to him too.
Yeah, it was the, Linnea was there, she called it. And,
Did you?
No, sir, I smacked him with a mag light.
I mean, you understand, he's dead. There's no pressing charges.
I understand.
Did you point a gun at him last time?
Not that time, no. Not that time.
Was there a gun involved with it at all? Did you, I mean, I guess,
The
are you
officers-
carrying it around type deal, or?
No, so the officers came by. It was still holstered where
Well, I
it
mean-
had been. Oh, they were there, like,
Yeah.
split. But, yeah, it was still holstered. That night scared the shit out of me, too.
So typically, I mean, it seems like you want to be a responsible gun owner. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that's the idea in your head. But do you typically do stupid stuff with firearms when you're drinking?
Not typically, no. I don't usually have people over at the house either.
Well, how often do you fire into the dirt just digging around in the backyard?
Caleb says you do it pretty often.
He's only been around for a few months. He doesn't.
Yeah, he said he's been there like maybe 2 months. He just moved here from South Florida.
Yeah, he's a good kid, but he doesn't really know me that well. But I understand.
Right.
You're all good for it.
I mean, I wouldn't have to know you at all if I went and sat in your backyard and watched you shooting to the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you, the other times that you've done that, were you threatening people with it, or were you just being funny with it?
I wasn't threatening folks.
So the only
Just,
person you've ever threatened with it is Woody, right? Is that correct, or is that not correct?
Yeah.
So in the past, when you fired it into the ground around Caleb, were you just dicking off, or were you threatening Woody? Was Woody there?
Well, he was there last night, obviously. And then, other than that, two weeks ago, I had to walk him out of the house.
At gunpoint?
I had it, like, on my waist. I was like, look.
And that was your PPK?
Yes.
Because you said the safety was on, right?
I'm like, look, man, fucking stop. You're getting scary and violent. I can't have this.
Did you bring up the fact that you had a gun, or did you show it at all on your hip?
He knew, he just knows
He just
that
knows.
I had it. And I was like, look, man, I need you to fucking stop.
But you told me earlier that you walked around the house with PPK.
Yeah, like, right here. He
You
knows.
said that you walked him at gunpoint,
Recognition.
and you said that it was unsafe,
It's a figure of
which kind of led me to believe that you thought that that was better, right? Because it's on safety and you can't accidentally fire it,
Right.
as opposed to the revolver. That's what I thought you were trying to tell me out of
I know,
that.
it's just, it's on safe whenever it's on my hip. And, I just, that same night was whenever I talked to Brittany the next day, telling her that I was fucking scared of him. And I didn't know how to get him out of the house without just kicking him to the curb, you know?
Well, it sounds to me like y'all had a good time up until he started drinking, or y'all started drinking.
It's, cyclical.
Revolving door.
Yes, sir. It's, he's alright on beer. But once it gets into liquor, it's
Get you drunk quicker.
scary. Well, I mean, but it's like
Yeah. Okay.
Superman or something.
Yeah.
And, like, is trying to, like, fight me constantly. You know? And the last time he did that, he put a thumb in my eye.
Yeah.
You know? Last time he fought me, like, put a thumb in my goddamn eye.
Whatever happened with that? Anybody get charged for it at all, or
I should have pressed charges. But no,
so
I just had
something
to-
that you didn't
I just
press
had to move
charges?
out. I just had to move out because I didn't want him to get in any trouble.
Was it the same back then?
That was at
Like,
18.
you thought he was on dope type deal, or?
Shit, yeah, I think maybe. A way he was acting.
I just don't get why you put yourself in that situation by bringing him back. I know your dad's asked you that. I'm sure. I think we've asked you that. And you're inviting that.
I don't know why,
into your house.
honestly. I don't know why. I have a problem with letting folks around like that too often. I've been screwed over so many times in the past. You wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're scared of the guy, why let him live there?
It was more the last like couple weeks where it started setting back in. You know, like I thought it was all cool. You know, like I thought it was all cool. I guess it might have been something to do with not working for the last month or so.
Yeah, probably built some stress.
Yeah. I mean, I was still working. I was saying like him.
Yeah,
you know, because
no, I
you
get
just
that.
sit there and get hammered all day, starting at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, that's usually when people are violent, when they've been drinking all freaking day.
Yeah. It scares the piss out of me, honestly. I don't know how to say it any other way.
I got it.
It scared the living shit out of me so many times. I should have not.
So when he was scaring you, you couldn't go to Caleb's house or anything and chill?
For this last month, we've been pretty serious about social distancing, like locking down, not really being around anyone else, going to anyone's houses.
Well, yeah, we're downtown. Come on now.
Yeah, walking around out there, like just like us.
Yeah.
My mom, she runs the 3D lab down there, so we just
Yeah.
walk around the historical district, no one out there, and then today, yeah, then plus, I just don't really like to go over to Caleb's that much. He's a good kid, but I was just mostly happy to have a neighbor that was my age for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just hanging out with him.
So you live in the house alone?
Yes, sir. It's his grandmother's place, or before she died.
Who's black Escalades out there? Does that belong over there? Probably not.
So directly across from my house, there's the Admiral and Federal Judge.
Okay. Yeah.
I see, and then next to it is just like a carport with a Honda Civic.
Okay.
All right, so the two spent casings were on the window sill, right where they found the revolver as well.
Shit, that was actually a lot easier. I honestly didn't know they were there. I was just saying they were probably in the room.
Do you have any questions or anything, man?
I kind of just like talking to y'all. I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
I kind of feel like a gnat telling y'all some of this stuff. Just I had a pretty bad accident about 2-3 years ago when fractured my ribs, and I've just pretty much been weak as shit, unable to do anything since then.
Sucks, man.
Yeah.
Them ribs will fuck you up.
Yeah, it's 3 of them. I caught pneumonia afterwards too.
Yeah.
Now it's
You puncture your lung at all, or?
Not sure. I kept surfing for 2 weeks afterwards.
Was it hard to breathe?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Did you get x-rayed and all that?
Yeah, I went in a couple weeks later, went to the doctor. I was like, oh, well, you got some broken ribs. What have you been doing for the last couple weeks? I was like, well, I've been surfing. Bad idea on that part. Yeah, that's, I started getting pretty bad. And my health took a pretty bad turn. Then, a year after that, I was attacked. That's why I'm a little skittish about getting jumped.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a guy at we were renting a house on the beach, and the dude jumped me at the house and cracked this main molar back here, so I've got a really bad abscess I've been putting on for a while. And dislocated my jaw, and it bit my ear. You can see right there.
Damn. He bit your ear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I pressed charges against the dude that time, you know.
Yeah. Did they take him to jail?
It was ECSO on the beach. It took him, that was February. It didn't happen until April 29th.
When he got picked up.
Yeah, I picked him up. And,
Did he bite it off? They had to put it back on or something?
see that?
Yeah.
It's just like a flap right there. So that's why I've been really edgy about getting jumped.
There was we just worked a case where a roommate slapped the other dude and slapped his ear off. He ripped it during the slap.
They had to super glue it back on.
Like a earring or something?
No, he just slapped him, and I guess when he slapped him, I got caught in his finger or something. Yeah, he says it only happened once, but come to find out it was several.
Yeah, sorry if I wasn't much help, y'all.
We just want you to be honest.
I'm really not trying to bullshit y'all.
Yeah.
It's just my head's all screwy.
Well, I mean, you can be honest. You were trying to bullshit us for a long time.
Yes.
Because the end result is the truth is completely different than what you were initially telling. Because you initially said that he walked in there and saw him dead and he shot himself.
And then when you called, because I listened to 911 calls, and you're like, I think my friend killed himself. Well, there's no, I think.
He's been talking about it for a minute. He's actually, like, tried egging it on a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, y'all.
No, I get that. But he didn't do that tonight. That wasn't something
Oh, he's tried.
attention to.
He tries to egg it on every time he's hammered.
Yeah.
Every time he's hammered. Tries to egg it on.
Yeah.
And then, like, will always come for me. Like,
Yeah. So whenever you called, why did you say, I think my friend killed himself?
I was all fucking out.
Yeah.
I was out to lunch. You know? Like, I was just completely out to lunch.
Yeah.
He has, like, he really scares
the dispatcher kind of cracks me up, though.
yeah.
He kept saying, hey, I need somebody to check on this. You know, my friend might have killed himself. And then she's like, you want us to check on that? And then you're like, I think my friend killed himself. Do you want us to send police and EMS and fire to check that out?
Yeah.
The whole time I wanted to, like, go through the phone and slap our dispatcher for you.
Yeah.
Sitting there listening to it, I was like, Jesus.
I really should have just not had him back because he went back to Mariester or whatever it's
Like
called out
Destin
there.
area?
Yeah, Destin area a couple weeks ago after he did some wild shit at the house.
Mm-hmm.
And
At your house?
it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
He was like screaming at the neighbors, going ape shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day just apologized. I was like, oh, that's alright, man. I know you don't really have anywhere to go. The dude that he's been living with was trying to close out the lease on their apartment out there, and excuse me, told him he had a room. I got a bad habit of not turning people away when I should.
I mean, you gotta learn. You gotta learn to tell people no.
Shit, once
It's
I
gonna
was
bring
stealing this water.
crazy stuff to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So
it has.
I'm gonna run and grab you something to put you in so we can take these out, right?
Take.
These clothes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So don't do anything crazy because I don't want to see you over here trying to wash your shirt.
Oh.
You're there,
So.
there isn't any reason you should be wiping your clothes or anything crazy. So
Can I pull a cigarette by chance, or?
we'll deal with all that in a second. We'll try to get you out there. I gotta go check on Brittany and make sure she's all good. So I think she's still here.
All right. So y'all got all the jazz you need from the place and all that, right?
Got the what?
You
Sorry.
got everything you need from the house, right?
Well, they're still probably over there. It's gonna take a while.
Oh, I mean, you found everything, right?
The case
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Anything else I could probably try and do?
So just give us a second. We'll be right back in here. Okay. We'll go find you some clothes to put on. No, you don't want to lose your nice looking pants.
Oh, I don't give a damn.
Any questions from your side?
I don't know, man. I'm still scared shitless. You know? Like blinded with fear, honestly.
Yeah.
Have been had this like weird anxiety in the back of my head for the last couple weeks about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping for a couple nights because I was worried about him pulling some crazy shit.
I'm sorry I wasn't much help, y'all. I'm just glad you were honest, man. It just gets frustrating with playing the cat and mouse game, you know?
I wasn't trying to. My head's fucking. Sorry for cussing so much,
No.
y'all.
Hey, I cuss all the time too,
I'm
and he's,
retired sailor for 24 years, bro.
Um,
Cussing ain't hurt my feelings.
so I guess I'll change out of this.
yeah. So just hang tight right here, and we'll go get that for you. Okay. We'll wrap this
So
up.
what from then on?
I gotta go check with Brittany, talk to her a little bit, and then we'll come in here and talk to you. Okay. We gotta make sure she's okay because we ain't been in there. We've been in here talking with you.
I don't have to go back to that house, do I?
No, you don't have to go back over there. So
Uh,
it's all gonna be locked up, anyways.
The house?
Mm-hmm. The house will probably be locked up for a little bit. So.
Okay.
All right.
What about the dogs over there? They weren't in any fucking trouble, were they?
Dogs. I didn't hear anything about dogs, but I'm sure we can call your dad or somebody to check on them or something like that. What's your dad's number? We'll give him a call.
435. Or 850-435-9600.
435.
That's his cell phone?
It's the office number. It goes to every phone he's got.
What was the last 496?
9600.
600.
Hey, if he doesn't answer that, he's either dead or the world's ending.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Give us a second when we're right back. You want some more water?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just still reeling.
Yeah. Just relax for us, all right, man?
You got a question?
So, where should I stay then? Out of the house.
Probably dad's.
Alright, or with Brittany, I guess, or something like that. Because she still has her apartment, thank God.
Well, let's go get these clothes for you, and then we'll wrap all this up, all right?
I'm really sorry, y'all.
No, there you go. Just stay put.
Wait, talk to you for a second, too.
What's up?
I know it's situational, and I hate to sound like a dance. And, the guy really did scare the shit out of me.
I get it. Hey, let us go handle this. We'll be right back with you, all right?
Yes, sir. I apologize for being such a racist.
No.
How's it going, sir?
Good. How about you?
Just, nerves are shot.
I got you, man.
Yes, sir. Anything for me, sir?
I'm sorry.
Is there anything you need from me, sir?
No, I thought you were home.
Oh,
You somebody-
I wonder if I could speak with the detective or something like that for a
Yeah, they're talking to some other folks. They'll be in just a few minutes to talk to you, okay,
second.
man?
I was just wondering what's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're gonna let you know. They're still trying to piece everything together and figure it all out and
Oh, yes, sir.
kind of get a whole, general idea of what we got going on.
Yes, sir.
All right? Yeah, man.
Do you have any idea where I'm going from here?
No idea. I just walked in. I was walking through the hall and I heard you hollering, so.
Oh, yes, sir. Part of bond, yes, sir.
Thanks, Detective Gary.
What's up, man?
Sorry.
What's that? You good?
Yeah, we're good. Attorney's coming today.
It's hard to explain. I got really, really bad nerves.
Yeah, no, I got
Just
you.
now, but all
So-
the time. So I can't hardly piece a thought together.
Yeah, no, I got you, man.
Even in normal circumstances.
So you've talked to your dad. He's aware of it. He's gonna come talk to you here in a minute, okay? Again, I don't think you're giving us the most truth that you can, okay? And well, hold on.
Okay, sir.
You understand that a lot of these people we've talked to, they've given their side and they have no reason to lie.
Oh, I understand.
Right? The one person that is continuously lying is you, right? And I'm not trying to be a dick.
Oh, I understand.
I'm trying to be straight up honest because I'm an honest dude.
Okay, sir. I just.
Right. So,
Okay, sir.
Come.
I was trying to tell the same guy. Even in normal circumstances, even outside of this, I get, I have like general, really, really, really heavy,
yeah, well, so
anxiety disorder in my head. I can't really.
All right, let's stay on task right now, all right, so that we can get this whole statement out
Yes, sir.
and then be done with it. So let's focus on what you're
So-
saying real quick.
can you run through, and you've already given us a story, can you run through from the beginning to the end how all this happened and what happened?
Through the beginning of the day.
Once y'all got back from downtown.
came back to the house. I believe Caleb showed up for a minute. I think we were out back, probably playing ring toss. I think I just kind of piecing it. Sorry,
You can keep going. You can.
Focus, just stay on the story. We're listening to stay on the story.
And then it just it just all devolves into horse shit, bullshit, and he kept puffing his chest again, like he has been a while, and
Tonight.
Really, yeah, like, it scares me, honestly, when someone doesn't, like, just stop.
Mm-hmm.
And went from there, told him to fucking stop, and just stop being a douche to everybody, trying to fight. I went in there and got into the house, like that section. And Caleb had already gone, like, out through that way.
So before that point, what happened outside in reference to you brandishing a firearm?
He was being threatening, as he has been, like, frequently.
Okay.
And I don't know how to describe it to y'all. It's
okay.
He does scare the shit out of me whenever he gets that way.
All right.
And
so he wasn't really doing anything. He's just a threatening person, right?
He's just talking shit.
And like kind of trying to instigate some sort of violence, like a fight as usual.
Okay.
And it just went from there.
All right.
Spill it out.
Went back
Lay it
to
out.
the house and came at me from behind when I got inside and scared the shit out of me. And I thought he was coming for my gun and just try and swat him back.
Who went through that door first?
I think it was me in the house.
Okay.
So I just from my mind, sorry. And then I remember standing there.
So you swatted him back, and then what?
Yeah, then you turn around and I guess fired.
Okay.
You missed the part where you pulled the gun. Like, we want to hear every little bit from.
It was just a, like, snap,
Mhm.
like, coming towards me from behind, and I just assumed, which I know is a stupid thing to do,
Assumed what?
that he was going to try and take either that or choke me or do what he's done before, and it scared the shit out of me.
You don't know if that was intentioned or not.
It's safe to assume whenever he does that, it's just, he scared the shit out of me.
And then you ended up, once you swatted and turned around, what way did you swat from?
I think it was
Left way or right way?
Like this left.
So, swatted off the left.
Yeah, and then just kind of turn around and that was it. Just fucking scared the shit out of me, man.
So, your holster,
No holster,
or sorry, when it
Mexican.
sits there, is it
Yeah.
cylinder out, grip?
right around here.
So grip is sticking this way, so
Backward.
an actual
It's,
true grip.
You know,
Yeah, it's not something where you're having to like
twist fire.
reach all weird and shit.
Well, it's a twist. You know, like a. Sorry.
That's not holsters.
Handle forward.
Yeah, so handle is a perfect grip for a left hand, right? So
Like,
you see how on my right hand, see, I have to pull out right, and it's a perfect
like the
grip
way
when I
I-
go forward.
but like handle
So the
forward.
handle's facing forward. You
Yes.
reach with your left hand. You
And
grab the firearm
turn.
like this and turn.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
Just that was it.
Squeezed off around.
Try to fucking get him out back. And just fucking walk around, just like scared, man, like.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you something that's going to probably shock you a little bit. You're full of shit, all right?
I know,
Listen to me. And the reason I say that is because people that were there watched him walking in first. He'd gathered all of his crap,
Yes, sir.
right? Because he was obeying with what you were telling him,
Yes, sir.
right? He grabbed all his crap and he walked in. And you had your firearm in your hand, following behind him.
Yeah,
And now he's dead with a bullet wound in the back of his damn neck.
I did not.
Look, dude,
execute
look,
him.
just
Sir,
stop.
I know.
All right, no, stop.
Most
All right.
important thing for you to do right now is be 100% honest. We already have your confession. We already have the evidence, okay?
Yes, sir.
You need to be honest.
We're just in here to clear up what everybody else has said.
I understand.
Not here to trick you into saying something that didn't happen.
I
We
know.
know it happened. We know how it happened. Now it's your chance to just own up and be a man.
Just don't lie.
Yeah.
I'm really not trying to, man.
I really believe that you don't like the guy because of his attitude when he's drunk. And I really believe you
Well,
wanted him
it's not that I
to
don't.
leave
I don't like him, you know.
because of his attitude while he's drunk. You really wanted him to leave.
I love
So
you.
tell us what the hell happened.
Just fucking altercation.
That's not telling us what happened.
That didn't happen.
Tell us what happened, because you didn't go in that door first. He had his items in his hand, and he went in that door first.
Listening to a guy that had a gun on him.
Pissed off that you're pointing the gun at him. So go ahead and tell us.
How was I standing on the other side of him, though? That's
Oh, what?
I, on the inside of the door, like towards, say that's the outdoor door. So I'm just trying to piece together what I have a picture in my head, you know?
I have a picture in my head that this guy is walking with his hammock and all of his stuff in his arms like this, cradling it, going through a door, saying, quit pointing that gun at me, I'm leaving, quit pointing that gun at me. He's going to put all his crap in his car, I assume. And you were like, just at some point in your mind, you're just like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna execute him, and popped him in the back of the neck.
No, sir.
Then fill it in, because that's what I'm picturing in my mind.
That's what you're causing to be believed, right? That's what we're hearing from Brittany. That's what we're hearing from Caleb.
I understand.
Okay? So we're not here to waste time.
I know.
Right. We're here to obtain the truth, and everybody's being truthful, except for you. Everybody tried to help you out. They said, fuck that. So you're putting them into a shitty position because you fucked up. Own up like a man. Alright? You've come this far. How old are you?
28,
28. You know how old I am?
my age.
28. Guess what? When I fuck up, I tell people I fuck up. Right? I'm a man.
I did fuck up.
Be a man. Tell us what happened. If you're trying to act like a badass, or you were just trying to get him out of the house and you didn't think he was going to listen like usual, okay, I get it. But I want the fucking truth. Instead of sitting here bullshitting
Just
for hours about the same shit that you keep changing. I want the honest truth. You understand?
yes, sir. Sorry, my head's just fried right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Just tell us what happened.
Started arguing, and go into the house and change his mind. Fucking, just like the last time it happened, when he broke the fence board. That's why there's that broken fence board off the side of the house. Because he'll start going towards his car, and then he'll just
So he changed his mind and turned
It's
around
like-
on you.
It's every single time.
Okay, I'm not worried about every single time. We are worried about last
Were you
night.
holding the gun point the whole time he was getting his hammock and stuff?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you have the gun in your hand while he was getting his hammock and stuff?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So he got his hammock and stuff, right? And then he walked inside. Okay. And then as he's walking inside, tell me what happened.
Just breaks out. I just remember him yelling at me, and that's
Y'all were yelling at each other. That's an established fact.
I know,
Okay.
sir. Sorry, I'm really just trying to.
Well, we don't want you to say sorry to us. We want the truth. I mean, you've apologized to my sergeant that showed up out there. When he showed up, you were like, I'm sorry.
So what we have now is you're walking into this door. You're about 8 feet behind him, 6 to 8 feet behind him. All right? He's got his items in his arms, and he goes in the door. And then you're behind him. Y'all are arguing, screaming and hollering at each other. We know that.
Yes, sir.
So then what happened?
It's just fucking scared me, man. Sorry. It's really hard. It's embarrassing to actually explain this to y'all, but I scare easy.
Okay.
Like,
You've already told us that. You told us the thing about your ear getting bit and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened this night. Not worried about you scared easy. A lot of people do. All right.
I don't know, man.
Did he threaten you and then you're like,
Oh, he has a lot.
fuck it and pop him?
He has.
Did that go through your mind? Fuck it and just shoot him?
I wouldn't do that, no, sir.
So what happened?
Well, just it started with all their arguments. It's the same. About me having the house, me not owning it, not working for it, and all that stuff, and then kind of like just belittling me, and then getting like threatening to the point where I have to fucking try and kick him out, and then we'll get through the motions halfway out, and then he'll turn around and start piping off.
Did it happen last night though?
Yes, sir. Every time.
So last
I
night
just thought he was gonna fucking.
hold on.
I
So-
thought he was gonna fucking come for me, man.
But did he?
Yeah. Like he was fucking going at
How'd
it.
he get a bullet in the back of the neck then?
We fucking moved.
What?
How far away was it?
You tell us. You're on air.
I'm
So listen,
live.
listen.
I don't know what you want me to
Brittany?
say.
Was out there with you. Okay? Brittany says nobody was being aggressive except for you, while you were forcing this guy to get his shit, which I understand. The only issue is you had a gun in your hand while you're doing it. Okay? You made it like right through the door, and as soon as you hit that door, that's when that shot goes off. Now, there's not enough time to get in a lunging fight and battle and things of that nature.
What would y'all like me to do now, sir?
I want you to tell the truth.
You don't
I
remember?
was just scared.
Is it the truth you don't remember? Is it truth that you were walking along and he threatened you and you popped him? Is it truth that you were walking along and tripped on the threshold to get into the door and popped him? What is the truth?
I was just scared shit.
Because what we know is that you were leading him by gunpoint out of your house, and now he's dead.
With a bullet hole to the back of his head, which is not accidental. Not when you got somebody behind you with a gun. That's consistent with shooting somebody, just like an execution type style. I mean, what does that appear to you in your head?
I understand.
Do you get that?
So what's the truth? Stefan, what is the truth, bro? That's all we want.
I was just scared shitless, and I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. That's all. I did not know what the hell was gonna happen. It's a complete wild card, and I put myself in that situation.
Okay.
I should not have been there. I should not have had him there. I should not have. Pretty much damn near everything.
Okay, so he has his items in his arm. He goes across the threshold. You're 6 to 8 feet behind him, right? What happens at that point?
I remember being inside whenever it went off, though.
You were inside.
Yeah, like
Right inside the door.
But what I want you to tell me, so he's walking in with the shit. He crosses the threshold. You're walking behind him. I want to know what happens at that point.
would never actually point a gun at him.
What Brittany says is you're walking in with it in your hand.
Yeah, like I would
Okay.
not, like on the ground, I would point it at the ground.
Okay.
Like,
But it ended up getting pointed at him
please, please.
with a bullet in the back of his neck.
Yeah, I understand that.
So tell me how that happened.
I don't know. Just fucking scared me.
How? What happened that caused you to get scared?
Taunting you, right?
There's that, but also, he's... I don't know how to explain it to y'all. It's situational, honestly. Last night was the one night I guess I just fucking had it with being fucking scared of someone in my own house. And Just fucking scared me.
And so you had it with being scared of somebody in your house, okay? We understand all that, bro. But I just need to know, y'all are walking, he's got his items in his arm, he goes into the room, then you remember going inside. I need to know. I need to hear what you've got to say about that.
It's from the garage side, right?
I wasn't there, man.
You told us.
I'm just trying to picture it. I remember being on the garage side. That's all. Whenever it was going down, you know, like the.
So what do you remember? Because I know you remember what happened. Do you remember pretty much everything up till the point it happened? Right? And if he lunged at you, and he's in front of you, that bullet would be somewhere right here.
Right.
But it's in the back, okay? And you're behind him.
Yeah.
I understand you're scared of the guy. We want to know what caused you to get so scared to where you pulled the trigger. Or were you just tired of his bullshit?
No. I love the guy. He just.
Well, that guy
It's gotten.
is dead. With a bullet hole in the back of his head. When he probably trusted you as a buddy. And now you're here not telling the truth as to what happened to your friend.
I honestly don't even know how that came out.
How? Explain to me. You might not know how it
I
happened.
don't know, like the.
Where was the gun pointed at? How was it pointed when it went off? Why was it pointed?
So I wanted him out of the house, and I was afraid of him getting violent, and I didn't want to go to sleep with him in the house because I was afraid of him coming in my bedroom. That's how it's been the last couple of nights.
So right before you shot him, did he say something along the lines of, I'm not leaving, fuck you?
That's usually how it goes.
We're not saying how does it usually go. We're trying to figure out what happened. You just told us you're tired of the shit. You
No,
know
I'm just
you're scared of him.
scared.
He won't leave, and I get that. You know, I want to know why that gun went off though. You know, were you slinging it and pulled it on accident? Did you get pissed off like you said? And, you know,
I wouldn't.
he's up. You know, you're scared of this guy.
It was an accidental fire, and I was just fucking scared.
Okay, how did it become an accidental fire?
Because you said you'd never pointed at anybody, was pointing at the gun, at the ground.
Yeah, I usually would. Fucking probably swung it up. I'm just
So,
sitting here.
so he wasn't right on you.
He was just in the door. Like,
So
just
from
like
distance from me to him.
getting into it.
Hey.
Sorry, I was just
So
trying to picture it.
the distance from me to you, or is it further away? Is it closer?
It was close for a minute, and then just fucking.
So there was no struggle.
Sorry, there was. I was
Where
scared.
was the struggle at, bro?
No, I was just fucking scared shitless, man.
That there was gonna be a struggle?
Yeah.
So there wasn't one.
No, there was like
Look,
a
man.
bit of a tough, not like a
You dug
physical
look,
tough.
look.
I understand.
You've dug
I'm in
yourself a
hell.
hole,
I know, but I was
And
afraid
you
that he
just
was gonna
keep-
hurt me.
digging further and further and further because you're giving lies. I want the truth, okay? You give me the truth and then you back out. Then you give it again, then you back out.
I was just afraid he was gonna hurt me.
Okay, but there was no struggle.
I remember there being one.
There is no injuries on you that are consistent with a struggle. Okay,
There's no evidence in that room that it was a struggle.
at all.
You know, I just
There's evidence that the second y'all walked in, it happened. There wasn't enough time for a struggle.
People that love
Yeah.
you say that there was no physical altercation.
And you just told us that you were swinging it up and,
no,
It
it's
went
just that's what I assumed.
well, I'm not telling you to assume something. I'm telling you to tell me
I
the truth.
understand.
You're almost there. You're almost to the point where you want to give us the truth and tell us the truth. I can see it.
I'm trying to think, man. I'm not trying to bullshit y'all or anything right now. I'm just... My head's fucking fried.
I get that your head is fried.
I understand, sir.
But I'm 45 years old. I drank a lot of alcohol in my life, right?
Yes, sir.
And there's parts of stuff that I don't remember when I've been drinking alcohol. But it always comes back to me. Anything that I've ever done that's really freaking stupid when I've been drinking, I know, like, immediately. I'm like, holy shit. I wake up the next morning, I'm like, oh, damn. Or I'm sitting there, feeling sorry for myself later. I'm like, son of a bitch, I can't believe I did that.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Remember.
And the
But
funny thing,
you're not trying to remember because you know. You're trying to think of another lie to tell to cover what happened.
I'm not. I'm just...
and on top
Just
of
let
that,
it flow.
I'm just trying to picture it. That's
and
all.
you drink.
Don't picture it. Just let it flow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understand
I'm just trying to
that
picture it.
when we drink, we go to sleep. That's when you forget shit. You ain't been to sleep yet, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So you haven't had that period for your brain to forget shit. You're still in the moment.
Not...
You remember every single thing, every detail up until you fucked up.
Not... Even up to that, it's all hazy. Like, getting up to the house, everything's just bits and pieces.
I mean, it's you remember so much that you know how to make a lie, but your lies suck ass, right?
I'm not trying to lie, man.
Yes, you are, dude.
No, I'm not, sir.
We've gone from he killed himself in my bathroom, oh, I feel bad for him, to, and at that time he must have gotten the firearm from a metal bowl by the front door. To
I wasn't
Two,
trying to lie.
y'all were in there
Son.
fighting, and he had your gun, and you took it from him, it fell on the ground, and then you shot him. And to you walked in the door, swung to deflect him, pulled your firearm, and executed him. To now, you were just walking along behind him, ho-hum, and your hand came up and you popped him.
I didn't execute it.
But you understand?
You're
You
finding
understand?
a reason out of your rabbit hole and it ain't gonna happen.
I'm not trying to, sir.
So are you going to tell us the truth or not?
I'm really trying to get it out of my head.
Tell us what happened. He picked up his hammock and shit, or were y'all already inside? He had sat his hammock and shit down. Maybe he's like had something more to go get it from outside or something. Maybe his iPad or whatever you said he buried earlier in the sand. Huh?
The dog buried it.
So maybe something along those lines, but whatever. Tell us what happened. Tell us you and him walking through whatever doors and how he is now laying there dead, and be completely honest.
I was a complete and utter dipshit.
That's a given. But tell us what happened.
So I'm like visualizing it in my head right now. Just 'cause I remember him holding the shit in there at least a little bit. And then something caused him to fucking drop it, and I don't know what it was, but it fucking spooked me.
Is that when you pulled the triggers when he dropped his stuff?
No. It was like saying something. I can't remember. Honestly.
So that's where it's going to end, is you can't remember?
No, sir. I wish I could be more help.
So what you want it to read like when it's typed onto a piece of paper is, this guy and his buddy were pissed off at each other. This guy led his buddy into the door at gunpoint. This guy didn't want to be afraid of Buddy no more. This guy said fuck it and executed him.
Hey, also, don't forget the fact that this guy said it was suicide and then changed to
Right, all of that.
It was a struggle.
But all your lies are going to be documented, but the last thing it's going to say on there is this dude walked in behind his buddy and executed him. That's how you want it to read?
No, sir.
Because that's what you laid out for us.
Sorry,
So, I mean, you just need to lay out the truth, dude.
My head is really fucked. Not just from all this right now, I'm being tired, but no, in general,
So if I go ask your dad if your son is generally an idiot, is he going to say yes or is he going to say no? He's not generally a pretty functional dude. Because I don't believe that you're typically an idiot, bro. I really don't believe that, man. I believe that you're just caught up in too many lies and you just need to lay out the truth.
no, I'm pretty sure I'm an idiot too.
I'm just telling you, you're gonna feel a lot better when you lay that truth out.
I'm not trying to hide anything from y'all.
You're going to go get crime scene?
Yeah.
I'm just,
Well,
I'm
again,
really not trying to hide anything.
you are.
No, I'm really not, sir.
You are. No matter what you say, that is the case.
I wouldn't execute my buddy.
That's what it looks like. Okay. That's what it sounds like from the people that you love and that are friends with you. You know what I'm saying? These are people that are on your side that try to cover for you. And then when they found out that, hey, this is a serious matter, there's a dead dude, Woody's dead, fucking bleeding out on your floor, they said, oh shit. Huh?
Is there anything I could have done to help him?
Not shoot him? That could have helped. I'd get it if you had a reason to shoot him. There ain't no fucking reason you can tell me that would make sense for you to shoot somebody in the back. Not at all.
I don't know what that
And on top of
I
that,
have it aimed at him.
before that even happened, you're fucking around with a pistol, threatening him with it by brandishing it.
He,
Right? This is people that are friends with you telling us this.
he doesn't listen to words. Like, I should have just called the police.
Yeah, that's what police are made for. Shooting people in the back because you easily get scared, and then making every bullshit reason why it happened under the sun is not the way to handle it. A man would come in here and be like, yeah, I fucked up. Right? They're not going to sit here and fucking waste people's time and say bullshit that we know the answers to. We know what happened. The people that you were with last night know what the fuck happened.
Right.
They're not on your side anymore.
I understand.
They said, yeah, he was being an asshole, he was drunk, he was playing with his gun. Your girlfriend said that you followed him with a gun. And you were brandishing it towards him, trying to get him to leave, and you were the aggressive one. She even said Dylan was never aggressive. That you were the aggressive one the whole time. Once you got that gun...
Just tonight?
Yeah, just tonight. But that doesn't matter.
I understand, sir.
You know, I could have beat the shit out of Detective Turney a week ago. Doesn't mean today that he should be scared enough to be able to shoot me. When I'm actively he's getting his stuff out to leave, right? It's not something where he turned around and lunged. I can tell you Dylan never lunged at you. That's a bunch of shit. He has a bullet hole in the back of his head, not in the front. If he lunged at you, he would have been shot somewhere in the front. Okay? You didn't pull some fucking jujitsu, fucking karate kid shit and flush him off and do a fucking weird ass pull of the gun and shoot him. Okay?
Honestly, didn't you?
He has a family. You have taken him away from his family. And you are going to sit here and lie your fucking ass off to try to save something that you're not going to save. You're already down that rabbit hole. And we're not going to sit here and tell you to lie to us either. We're telling you to tell us the fucking truth. You get me?
Yes, sir.
So, sitting here trying to dig out of a fucking hole ain't going to do nothing to you except for to make you look stupid.
I'll just try and do my best to make it up to them, which I don't think I'll be able to ever, but...
So you better.
You're going to tell us the truth or not?
was an accident.
How?
Just fucking scared. And I guess he dropped his shit and went to say something fucking. Accidentally shot him, I guess.
You guess or it did happen?
I don't. I honestly don't have it down like image for image. I'm not lying to you, sir.
Okay. I'm not telling you to say something
Oh, I know.
that you think we're telling to put in your head. We want the images in your head to be out by word, so we can hear what happened.
See, the only image that's really burned in is looking down at him.
Okay. You've hunted, right?
When I was a kid.
You shot a deer before? You shot any animal before?
Reindeer, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, when you shot that deer, how did you feel?
Terrible.
Okay, but were you amped up before you pulled that trigger?
They call it deer fever.
Yep.
It's an adrenaline drop.
Do you remember that moment?
Not particularly.
You don't remember taking out Rudolph the reindeer?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Because most people, when they take a life,
I remember
any life.
squirrel hunting. I remember
Okay.
that pretty vividly.
Yeah. Why?
Because I was just with a pelican in the backyard. That was more frequent.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Typically, people remember that stuff.
So 1 and 3 mixed up.
So Steve's gonna help us out with taking your clothes. We're gonna go in the bathroom, so it's not all recording you get naked and stuff. And then we'll come back. What's that?
Boxers and all too.
Yeah, we're gonna take all of it.
Okay, cool. You want me to-
Did you want to take pictures or she already
Yeah,
took pictures? Or
Let's take pictures first, and then I'll go take
buckle swab?
Yes. Are you willing to give us a buckle swab for your DNA?
Or what?
But it's a swab of
The consent
your mouth
form.
to pretty much tell us what your DNA is. So whenever we swab this gun, we can say that's his DNA versus Dylan's, right? Because Dylan, we're going to get his because he's dead. We're going to get his, and then your DNA, we want to have that on file so we can figure out whose DNA is on what.
Yes,
Are you willing to give us that?
Yes, sir.
You can put it right here.
Yes, too.
And you understand that, not against your will or anything, that you can deny to do that? Yes. You can put it right here. Are you willing to do that?
The swab thing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And find a consent form.
Yeah. Let me go. You might have something here.
Check the search warrant box too.
Is that what you want to do first? The buckle?
Yes. Well, let me grab some photos first. You can sit there, that's fine. This is just overall for identification purposes and documentation. Do you have any injuries or anything that need to be documented?
Not that
Can
reason.
you turn and, let me get this side, so just, no, yeah, that's fine, you can sit, just turn that way for me. Fine. Just wanna get your profile. Okay, can I get both hands together, just put them out like that? Okay, and then just flip them over the other way. This over here, not related to anything?
No, man, it was just the burn.
Alright.
See his shirt? Got those spots? Got an upper spot down there?
Okay. Let's see that.
Sound like you had a bunch of stuff in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, I use it all, so.
The complaint is anybody with management over here with the president?
So, I do. Sons. Another one.
There, there's definitely swan down here, maybe over there.
Okay.
It's just a. I think that's all.
Okay. Nothing on the shoes or? I mean, we'll be getting those anyways, but.
Oh,
Maybe that one. Make sure I get forearms and very tight.
I got the hands, I didn't get one.
Hey, can you pull your sleeves all the way up for me? Actually, better yet, we'll just take the shirt off. Come on. We'll go change your pants over here in this bathroom. You just drop it in there.
alright. There's no trouble in clothes and bathroom.
Let me just get one arm at a time. Just flip it over for me. This one. Flip it. All right. You ready for the swab?
Get one of those back for me.
What's that? Oh,
It's fine. Alright, so this right here, it's a consent form for the buccal swab, the swab of your mouth for the DNA. So it says I, and then you just write your name.
What's your full name?
Stefan Philip Gislason, ma'am.
You might spell it.
Spell the last part. I can put it off in here.
Oh, chicken scratch. Sorry, Gislason.
IASON.
Gislason.
LA.
Yes, ma'am.
SON.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your date of birth?
23/11/91.
So it says I, your name, do hereby voluntarily submit to the collection of blood, hair, saliva, semen, buccal swabs, which is what we're doing, or any other evidence deemed necessary for the case. I authorize, and if you don't put Officer Jones, and any other agent designated by them to collect said samples. And then it says I am giving this. Says I am giving this written permission to these officers freely and voluntarily without any threats or promises having been made. I've been informed by said officers that I have a right to refuse this search and or seizure. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Provided you just sign right there. And then she'll go through the instructions for you.
You had anything to eat or drink in the last 10 minutes?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna do 3 swabs, 1 on each side of your cheek, and then the last one just kind of all over, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Like you went to the dentist, huh?
Well,
In a weird way.
probably need to actually.
If you want to go with me, we'll switch you out.
One for the pants and a separate one for the shoes.
Oh, hold on. Don't worry about that. We'll do it all in here.
Okay.
It's got a camera. Come on. Make it turn into a weird show.
Chores in the same. You gonna keep his underwear? Or?
We're gonna take it too.
Okay.
You can put a little bag, big little bag with shoes and socks if he's got any, and pants in one, and then boxers in another under his.
All right. Well, right here to this bathroom.
There was a bathroom there.
All right, you want to sit down for me?
Yes, sir.
This one? Slide over. Alright. So you are gonna go to jail. Okay. For homicide. Alright. I'm gonna let your dad come in here and talk to you. He's aware. He's actually in the room right here. Okay.
Bond.
There's probably gonna be a bond on it. So. You gotta leave the door open, okay? Do you have any questions?
Is there any way I can be put into the work release program correctly?
Do what?
Is there any way I can be put in, not like
Oh, murder,
out of work?
I ain't gonna let you go into that. Good try, good try. Anything you wanna tell me before I walk out of here?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go grab your dad.
Might find a cigarette or something before.
Yeah, man.
I understand.
Yeah. But let me go grab your dad. We'll get this show on the road and we'll get you over to the jail, alright?
Can I say bye to Brittany?
She, I believe, is gone.
Oh, okay.
So, but I will check on that.
So that's it for ever?
What do you mean?
Not forever.
Well, I mean, you gotta do court and all that kind of stuff. So, depending on how all this case goes.
What,
Alright.
what then would it be looking like
If you're guilty, it's in prison.
for
I don't know how long.
life?
I don't know. I have no idea. That'd be something that the judge and all them would have to decide on. But you still got a process you gotta go through with the courts, and then they'll decide if you get guilty, how long you'd sit in prison. Or what your punishment would be. Alright? This is the last time I'm gonna talk to you, so whenever the next person that comes in here is gonna be your dad, and then patrol guy's gonna be right behind him to take you to jail. Alright?
And where do I go in the jail?
With everybody else that does crimes.
Well, I mean like straight into the jail or in one of those holding tanks.
Now you're gonna go probably to the jail, into the jail. So probably sit in the holding tank for a little bit, and then they'll move you. All right.
Hey,
Yes. Sir. Yes, sir.
so that's it.
Yep. All right, man. Best of luck to you.
They're gonna put me to death.
Don't know, man. It's all in the courts. So good luck to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go downstairs. We're gonna talk to our attorney. Hi. So we're gonna wait for the attorney. There's one thing that's inconsistent. And I was just thinking about that with what she said.
Uh-huh.
I asked several times last night what happened when I got her on the phone. She told me she wasn't in the room. She was in a different room, but she didn't say anything. That's what she told me.
My suggestion right now is for you to hang out with your son.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It doesn't really matter if he talks with an attorney now or if he talks with an attorney later.
The attorneys are downstairs. They want to talk to him.
Okay, that's fine.
Can they come up here? Or?
Not right now. Just go in there and hang out with your son for a second, and then we'll.
We're done.
We're done.
We're not gonna talk to him anymore. So we
Okay.
don't need an attorney here. We're gonna have a patrol guy come over here, pick him up, and take him to jail.
Okay, the attorneys are downstairs, they asked to talk to him. So can I talk to him in
Yeah,
here?
they can talk him out of jail.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. My suggestion is hang out with your son
Okay,
for as long as it takes him 12 hours to get up here, and then they can go meet him at the jail or whatever.
But we're gonna go work on this so we can get him getting and going, and then
all right, I'm gonna call the attorneys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
They're gonna kill me dead.
Excuse me?
They're gonna kill me.
Hey, they're keeping me here with Stefan in a room. They said they're done. They want to send, waiting for a patrol guy to take him on to the jail and say you can talk to him there. This is literally what they said to me.
I'm being charged with homicide or murder.
They just said, no, I can leave, but they told me this is the last time I'm gonna see my son for a while, so they suggested I. Yeah, I can leave, but they gave me a chance here to sit here with them until the patrol guy comes.
They're gonna kill me dead.
Okay.
They already talked to me over and over.
Okay. I told them that and they said, they're done. They're not gonna talk to him anymore.
They've been talking to me all night.
They've been talking to him all night. So I'm gonna spend some time with him here. I don't know for how long it takes to send the patrolman over here.
They're gonna kill me dead.
Okay, thank you.
Ask them if they're gonna kill me.
Who's gonna kill you?
They're gonna put me to death.
So then, that's what we have the attorneys for. You did something not to, you don't talk to anyone about anything until you talk to the attorneys. Huh?
It's too late. I already talked to them all night. I didn't even fucking know what to tell them, and they just basically said that I fucking executed him.
That's what they told me, yeah.
Yeah. They've been telling me that Brittany was fucking telling them that I was just being aggressive all night.
Well, they say you shot a bullet in the backyard. So anyway, just don't talk to anyone until the attorneys talk to you.
I'm going away for life, Dad.
Excuse me?
I'm going away for life.
That could be.
I wanted to marry Brittany.
Well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. So,
Is there any way I can get a bond?
excuse
Is there
me?
any way I can get a bond?
You're not gonna get a bond. You're charged with murder, Stefan. You're gonna go in there until you go to court. You're not going anywhere anytime soon.
It's gonna be 6, 8 months.
I have no idea, Stefan. But, I mean, at minimum, you're going away for many years. That's just a fact. And we're gonna have to have you psych evaled. I mean, this is not normal behavior.
The guy's been fucking just scaring the shit out of me for a while.
Then that's what you need to tell your attorneys.
Yeah, they said I just fucking shot him in the back.
That's what they're telling me, and that's why we have Chris and Jeff downstairs. And you're not gonna talk to anyone about anything until you talk to them.
They already said what they're putting in the paper is that I fucking executed the person. They
That's
said that I lied about it, so I killed myself. I honestly didn't even fucking know. Like, he's been like threatening me for a while, off and on, and just, I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, they're saying you shot him. I have no idea. I wasn't there.
I did. Like,
So don't say a word about this case to
they said I
anyone.
already confessed.
I have no idea what you'd said.
They said that I already confessed to shooting.
Again, it is what it is. We need to deal with it. Excuse me?
I really wanted to marry Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Do you have her number?
no. And we need to figure out what the fuck to do with the dogs. And everything else. So
But, I mean, you're royally fucked up this time. We've been trying to help you on everything, and
I just think I'll go insane.
so,
Is that Chris? Is that Chris?
so I asked him in. Yeah. I'm here sitting here with Stefan.
They're gonna kill me.
Stefan here.
I don't want to talk to her.
It's your mother?
I know. I can't.
He doesn't want to talk.
I can't. I can't.
Don't tell him you love him. He goes to me. We'll get through this. So I'm going to spend a few minutes with him here, and then I'll go downstairs to talk to the attorneys. No. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do this right now. I just
I will do. I love you, girl. Bye.
She's going so.
Don't talk like this.
That's what I was planning on doing if I got out of here.
Excuse me?
That's what I was planning on doing if I got out of here.
Why?
I can't do life in prison.
Deal with that as it comes.
Will you let Brittany have the house?
Huh?
Will you let Brittany have the house?
So we're not even gonna worry about that right now.
They're gonna kill me.
No,
They're gonna put me to death.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. He didn't know.
And nobody knows. It's up to the judge. I mean,
Death.
up to the judge.
I just want to Brittany. I want to be put in there with murderers. Please help me.
That's what I'm trying to do, Stefan.
I should have just not said anything until Chris and I.
Yeah, you need to help yourself.
I can't. I'm going into the prison with a fucking COVID-19 outbreak.
Yeah, well.
Tell Brittany I love her.
Excuse me?
Tell Brittany I love her.
No.
I wish I could smoke a cigarette. I wouldn't mind going to the psych ward.
Oh, we've been trying to get you to a psychologist for a long, long time, Stefan.
Doesn't matter now. My life's over. They're gonna kill me.
We don't know that.
If I get a chance, I wanna go home.
Yeah, well, you did something really, really stupid, and you need to take the consequences.
This guy's fucking crazy.
That doesn't mean you shoot anyone. And, you know, so
My life's over.
life's not over. It's going to be significantly changed. There's no question about that.
You think Brittany will be around after I...
Stefan, it's impossible to. I mean, if it's first-degree murder, it's 25 years.
I'm 52. He'll be dead.
And if it's manslaughter, it's like 10 years. So, I mean, I have no idea. It all depends on what the attorneys can do and
What if I'm just fucking crazy?
huh?
What if I'm just fucking crazy?
I don't know. I have no idea. But,
These guys are fucking predators.
well, according to him, you killed the guy. And, so,
They're gonna kill me.
still, man, we have no idea. No idea. That's why I hired attorneys, try and help you out of this. And we're in the best case scenario, you're be in for 10 years. That's kind of like the best case scenario.
Really, is that what they said?
No, I mean, I'm not an attorney. I'll go.
Hey man, do you want anything from McDonald's? I know we've been here for a while, so I'm gonna go grab me something, and I don't know what their meals are set up like time frame. I don't want you to get over there and they just ate type deal.
You need to eat something.
Yeah, so I can get you like a McDouble, or
I can't eat it right now. I'm just worried
you
they're
need to eat
gonna kill me.
something, man.
You gotta
You've
eat
been here for a while. Get them a McDouble. Usually eat
I
McDouble.
can't eat really.
Stefan, you gotta eat something.
No, I just can't eat right now.
You typically eat McDoubles.
I eat really anything, but right now I'll get.
I'll get you
sick if I
a
eat.
McDouble, all right? Cause I'm gonna go get me something, cause it's been a long night.
Thank you, I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
definitely.
I really can't eat this. So
Dude, it's $1, man. Don't worry about
You
it.
don't eat it, but
Yeah.
you don't eat it. Hey,
you think they're gonna kill me?
No, dude, that's, and again, you're not some person that's been arrested for robbery 1,000,000 times and killed all kinds of people and all that. I mean, it's all up to the courts. But the chances of you getting killed or something like that, I don't want to speak on it, but I don't know if that would even happen. Right? You don't have like a crazy record.
I'm crazy though.
How long do we expect him to be here until the patrol comes?
I'd say probably 15 minutes. It depends on their schedule.
Gotcha.
It's gotten to some points where we just grab one of their cars, put them in the back and take them if it takes too long.
Okay.
What are you about to say?
Do you mind if I use the
Bathroom?
restroom real quick?
Yeah. Yeah. You sit right there. Yep. Yeah. Just cross their old. I was gonna step.
Advice?
What's that?
Do you need advice?
I can't get advice. We'll go right here. You know where it is. Change it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it over and over again. That
You know. Yeah, I just gotta leave it open. Hang out right here with you. What are you saying?
And I was just thinking about it when I was sitting in there. That over and over, she told me she was looking for me.
She technically was, right? They were all in the backyard, and that's where it started, and it moved to that side room.
Okay.
That's attached to the garage. No, I'm talking about. Yeah, so she was right outside that door, and then they walked through that door. And
So I don't know why she, because he told me last night when I talked to her several times, he said, no, she wasn't there.
And she was. Yeah.
Yeah, but she said she didn't know what happened. That's what I asked her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, this is a surreal fucking thing.
I talked to your attorney and let's let them know when you talk to them, know more about it. Y'all are just sitting here hanging out.
I know.
So they understand.
Do this on.
I just think so far worse.
I think this orange thing.
I assume the kid or guy, whatever, his parents have been notified.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been dealing with the interview part of it, so I'm not sure where we're at with his parents' notification. I mean, we ought to get on that too, probably.
Yeah, I don't even know.
You can go first. You can run.
Okay, sorry.
You gotta watch where our guns are.
I understand.
Alright, so I'll go get you a McDouble. Alright.
Thank you.
You want more water, or you good on water?
No, I'm
Thirsty?
here.
Alright.
I think
Well, I'll probably be back within 15 minutes, which is about the time that patrol guy will probably show up, so. And then eat real quick, and then I'll get you on your way.
So there's no bond or anything like that?
No.
Let's hurry this. I just want to get you food real quick before these guys show up. I don't want it. So, I'll be back.
talk to Chris.
Chris, we'll have to talk to you in the jail.
They're gonna kill me.
And, that's the way it goes.
They're gonna kill me.
Stefan, no, they're not.
I'm not gonna have a life anymore.
You'll have a different life for the next at least 10 years, maybe 15, but people have been through this and come out and had a good life. You did get a degree in there. I mean, now you'll have plenty of time to get a degree in law or do whatever you want.
I'll be at least 40.
So what?
You'll be gone.
It is what it is. I mean, there's not a thing in the world I can do now to change anything other than pay for attorneys. And,
What if I go to a mental hospital?
excuse me?
What if I go to a mental ward?
I have no idea. This is all out of my control. There are many things I can control. This one is not one of them. So we're definitely going to have to try and have you psych eval because you need it. And then we're just, going to deal with the consequences of what you did. And when you meet the attorneys, you need to give me a power of attorney. So, because I'm not going to be able to talk to you whenever I want to, especially now with COVID. So I'm going to have them prepare a power of attorney. You need to sign that so I can take care of things. And then once we figure out, then we'll figure things out.
Will you take care of Brittany?
I'll do whatever has to be done. We need to get, what's his name's dog back to him?
Hey,
Huh?
I don't care about any of that right now.
Well, I'm gonna have to deal with this shit.
I just can't
So,
remember any of that shit. I've had to tell him to leave like that multiple times.
well, drugs and drinking and guns doesn't mix. I thought you knew better.
I do. But it's just... I'm legitimately scared of him every now and again.
Excuse me?
I've been legitimately scared of him a lot of times.
Well, there are other ways to handle that than what happened. So, again, your mom and I, we love you. We'll do everything we can to mitigate this. This is totally out of our control. I'm paying for attorneys.
They're gonna kill me.
And no, they're not. That's very, very unlikely.
What if they do?
Still, we'll deal with it when we come to it. That's just not really in the mix. You're not a serial killer. And the only other offenses you had were stupid. It's not violent. And so, my guess is 15 to 20 years. And it is what it is.
What will I do when I get out?
Huh?
What will I do when I get out?
Well, you'll have plenty of time to get a degree or learn a trade and, do something that you enjoy, like welding or mechanics or whatever. Or
So I'm not going to do anything with the company then?
I have no idea what's going to happen. Maybe, like I say, I have no idea. And it's just, it is what it is. It's very regrettable, and then we'll deal with it. There's no other thing to be done. And now it's just a matter of hope you get through this.
Brittany needs help too.
Excuse me?
Brittany needs help too.
Then we'll help her.
I'd like to talk to her as much as possible. That's
Yeah, I mean, that's, you'll need to go through the same package as when you were in last time.
this is gonna be a lot worse. Different place.
Yeah,
Really bad place.
well, it's for people who do bad stuff.
This girls are street predatory.
Stefan, like I say, all we can do is deal with what has happened and make the best of it. That's the only thing we can do.
Is that Chris?
No, it's a different Chris.
You put Chris on the phone for a second. Dan?
Yeah. So anyway, this is recorded, so don't say anything. We'll just deal with this, and you'll talk to Chris when you get into the.
I don't even know what I've been saying for the last 12 hours. I've been so fucking
I understand that,
out of my mind.
but like I say, all we can do is.
Like, I haven't slept properly for weeks now.
No, I understand that, and you probably said some stupid stuff to them, and because you were under duress and drunk and sleep deprived. So, again,
I don't like so.
don't talk to anyone about anything other than Chris.
You
Whatever has
see
been.
Brittany.
Yeah, I'll step him in. I'll take care of Brittany. What happened to your hand?
Burn.
From what?
Really?
Okay.
I should have never let him back into the house. It's over now. If I got out of here today, I was gonna fucking go right to Brittany and hold her and marry her immediately.
Well, that's gonna have to wait.
It's probably not gonna happen.
So, anyway, I'm gonna have Chris and Josh draw up a power of attorney, and then we need to figure out what we do with stuff and put it in a fund. And
For what?
I mean, for you when you get out, we need to, sell the Wrangler, and there's no sense in letting that sit for 10 years. And get whatever money we get there, we put there.
Just don't sell the black one.
Stay a minute. That's the least of my worries right now. And
I think they're gonna cut me down.
no, they're not. Like I said, it's probably 10 to 20 years. Be realistic. Minimum for manslaughter is 9.5. So, again, I have no idea what happened, and you, again, just talk to your attorneys, nobody else, and we'll work on getting through this, Stefan. We still love
I
you.
lost my mind like a couple years ago.
That's so. So where do they take you now?
Straight to the jail.
Is that a different jail than when you were in last time?
Yeah. The holding cell's the same, but I'm gonna go into the big gym pub. Not where I was before. I'm gonna be in a really bad place.
Yeah. You'll be in a really bad place for a good long time.
Will you write me?
Of course.
Please don't let them kill me.
Of course not. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, and like I said, don't talk to anyone other than your attorney.
They're just leading me the entire time.
Excuse me?
They're just leading me the entire time.
Yes, I understand that.
Just got me to say whatever they wanted me to say. Please don't leave me.
Excuse me?
Please don't leave me.
Don't what?
Leave me.
No, I'll stay with you until they take you.
No, I mean, like, when I'm in there.
Huh?
When I'm in there.
Of course not. I'll come visit you. I don't know how this works, but we'll figure it out.
Video.
Huh?
Video visitation.
Okay, well then it'll be video visitation. And that's, again, take it one day at a time.
Please put money on my books.
Put what?
Money on my books. I'm gonna try and go out to Camp 5.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a work camp. You get to be outside and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, to figure out this all over again.
What?
How to put money in your account and that shit.
I didn't make it long.
Huh?
I didn't make it long.
I can't
I
understand.
didn't make it long.
You didn't make it what?
Long?
What are you talking about?
Very far. Like, since I was last locked up.
No. Only 4 months, which is not good.
I don't know what the fuck happened to my mind.
I don't know either, see.
They basically said Brittany just threw me under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
You think she did?
Well, I mean, what they told me she said was that, I told them, she told me last night that she was in a different room, didn't see anything. And so,
They had her here all night, just grilling her.
yeah.
Not even talking to me.
So,
If you get the hlaupa.
what?
If you get the hlaupa. How long could I hlaupa in?
Já, bara ekki hægt, sko.
To Iceland, so that was what it is.
Hvað?
Iceland.
Það er bara ekki hægt. Nú þurfum bara að díla við þetta og ég þarf að figura hvað ég ætla að gera á hundana þeirra og húsið.
Please don't give the dogs away.
Það er ekki planið.
Please don't. Please.
Nei, það er enginn að fara að gera á hundana þeirra. But what's his name? Come pick up his dog?
Yeah, figure that out later.
No, I want her out of it now.
Alright. Call Brittany whenever you get out of here. Tell her I love her.
Já, vel.
Mom's got her phone number. Yeah. And tell her I need to talk to her whenever I can. It really helps having someone like that around to talk to when I'm in there.
Já, já. Elsku kallinn minn.
Fucking dizzy all day and night. I just want to love you.
Elskar líka kallinn minn.
Please don't leave me.
Bara vera sterkur.
Please don't forget about me.
Of course not. Of course not. When you gonna talk to Nick?
Please don't be hard on me while I'm in there.
Oh, am I gonna be hard?
I'm just saying, you're the only people that I have to talk to now. I don't have. I might have Brittany, I don't know.
And like I said, deal with it.
Help her. Please.
Yeah.
I should never let anyone back into the house.
Það er of seint að taka það núna.
I know. People just take advantage of me and then I'm left. Foot in the middle.
Jag ska välja mig.
I wish I could at least see you.
Mm.
I wish I could at least see you.
Ja, vi såg bara video.
It's not the same.
Jag vet det, men det är bara... Det räcker inte som just stjort när kallar mig.
They're gonna kill me.
Nej, det räcker för att ge
Put me away for life.
Jag vet tack. Nej.
Weak.
Ja, våra farliga och våra...
Yeah. I completely lost my fucking mind.
Ja.
I haven't been able to eat normally for weeks, months, even. Sleep. Think. You're the only friend I've got now. I'm sorry, Dad. I might not ever see you again.
Jo, jag låter det så.
Maybe on video.
Vi bara tillhör dig så här, kallar mig.
I'll put foot I hate. Prova náði band.
Det är inget bort.
F.
Det är inget här. Det är inget annat.
Here you go, sir. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks. Huh?
Maybe water.
Could I get some water?
Yeah, let me get you some.
Thank you, appreciate it. När kommer det vara? Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks. You gotta get some energy in.
Some point.
Smart in.
Lori Monroe,
Hey.
did you need me to book a shipment to the avocado? Is that for tomorrow?
Yeah, book for tomorrow, 120 avocados. I'm tied up, but I'll sort this out within the next hour.
But that means you need to give them to me by early.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear from Jim. So,
Okay, so I'll book it for tomorrow for now.
yeah, and if they don't ride out tomorrow, they ride out Wednesday.
Okay. Because it's a 3 o'clock flight. Get it over there by 10 or something.
Yeah. As soon as I get out of here, I'll call Jim and I'll call you. Okay, man. All right.
You did my hand up.
I'll go to my list. Jag kan ha lite så lite musik, kallar man. Anskott, that's that. Já, já. We'll walk through this, Stefan. What's the only way I can do?
I don't think I can.
You can do anything you put your mind to.
I should have never had anyone over.
No, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But that's all we're
Brittany
done.
and I had even talked about her before.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, we were scared of the fucker. They're gonna kill me.
Nej.
Can you call Brittany?
Ja, ja.
I mean, so I can talk to her right now.
No, I don't have her number.
Get it from mom real quick, please.
Nej, they're not. Ekki það.
I just wanted to hear her voice.
Já, ég veit ekki hvað hún er.
Hún er heima.
Ég bara
Já,
veit
hún
það
er
ekki.
í með síma.
Bara veit það ekki. Hvað er síminn þinn?
Heima. I lived.
Ok.
Jeg vet ikke.
Nei.
They've put the house unlocked or anything.
Já, ég bara veit það ekki. Ég
That's
þarf
why
að.
they said it's gonna be locked down for a couple days.
Well, we need to get the dogs out of there.
Earlier they said I was gonna go stay with you tonight.
Excuse me?
Earlier they said I was gonna stay with you tonight.
I can't hear you.
Earlier they said there was gonna stay with you tonight.
Yeah, I'll go get the dogs. You try to eat.
I can't.
Ok. Nei, ekki málið. Það verður bara svangur, kallar mig.
It's okay. Might just not eat.
No, no.
They're gonna kill me.
Við erum bara að vinna á þessu eins og öðru, kallar mig. Það er ekkert annað að gera.
I hope Brittany doesn't forget about me.
I don't know. Alright, like I say, we'll have to take this one day at a time. So, I'll try and, I don't know what time you'll have a number so I can fund your account. I don't remember how this works anymore. But I'll try and do that today. Go get cash and put that in there. And order you some care packages. I don't know what you want.
Anything. No sweets. Well, anything really. It all trades.
And
I really wanted to marry Brittany. To Chris.
no.
Kill me.
Stefan, menn, þeir eru ekki að fara að gera það.
It's life.
Ég veit ekkert þetta, kallinn minn. Þetta er út um mínum höndum. Þannig að, já, það getur verið 10 ár, getur verið 20 ár, ég bara veit það ekki. Veit ekkert það. Og ef það er það, þá er bara að taka á því. Þannig er það. Og það er,
I just don't understand, man. That guy doesn't stop. He's fucking crazy.
yes, and there are inconsistencies in what they say. So, I mean, again, we'll just leave it to the attorneys to go through this. Yeah, we'll just go through the attorneys and they will talk about it and they look at it. There's
The thing is, I can't even like talk straight because I'm so fucking just out of it.
yeah, I understand that. That's what they use to their advantage.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Elsku kallinn minn.
Might as well give Brittany a good life. If I
Excuse me?
so might as well give Brittany a good life. So I die, just leave everything to her. She's had enough hard times.
Does she still have that apartment?
Yeah, she's been trying to get rid of it and just move in with me. I want to keep us at my house anyway. Could you guys let her live in the garage house, Mike, maybe?
I don't think we'll figure something out.
She's quiet. Did you offer her that?
Ég veit það ekki. Við skulum bara sjá til, kallinn minn. Ég ætla ekki að lofa ykkur sem að mamman ekki sammála.
Hey, so the dogs at the house, we're trying to figure out how to take care of them. Is that something that you want to help them out with?
Yeah.
We have a detective that's heading up there now to bring Brittany up there to get her car. So if you want to meet him up there, I can have him wait a minute to get the dogs.
Okay.
And then the patrol person should be here in the next couple minutes, so
Okay.
he should be out.
So I need to
Make
go
sure you
now.
eat that, man, because I want you to just stay at the
I'll try. I just don't want to get sick.
I got you. What was that, sir?
So I need to go downstairs now.
Yeah, I can bring you down there right
So
now.
do
I'll call attorney, which is the other guy that was in here talking with me.
Yeah.
He's over there with her now, so
You don't think they're gonna kill me?
He doesn't know that.
I don't know anything, dude.
Okay.
Give him a phone, cut him.
I'm just gonna do this. Nice.
Hey, you still at the house? Dad's gonna head up there, and then we're gonna let him get the dogs. I'll call her. Yeah, I'll get in touch with her. Crap. What about Nicole? You tried to talk to her? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk that down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell him I'll call him. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, I gotta go, man.
Please don't.
Yeah.
We just need to make sure we get her stuff and Dad get the dogs.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
we'll get out. I'll figure that out, or have somebody call over here and try to figure that out. Unless you want to swing by and hit his office real quick and get the key from
Tell her
him.
what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Will you? Please.
All right, I'll tell him I'll give him a call when you're over there.
Tell her I wanted to do.
Not me. See, I'll talk obviously.
Anyway.
Okay, I'll text it to you. All right, thanks, bye.
I received.
All right, so
Key to the house?
No.
So Detective Turney, he is gonna meet you over there. He's gonna run by the Sacred Heart Hospital, get the key to the house that belongs to us. We'll open it for you, get the dogs out. Brittany's gonna get her car. All right. So,
Is there?
I'm gonna
Do
take-
you have a key?
Our crime team does.
Yeah, I took one before we left. So,
Yeah, so they'll make sure they take care of you.
and so.
Hey, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear and affirm the statements provided today are the truth?
What do you mean?
That you swear to your statements, meaning that you gave us your truth?
Shit, I can't even remember half the stuff I said. Sorry.
The statements that you have given us, were they true or were they false? Or
Everything I remember.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. Everything that you remember and provided us, is it true to the best of your knowledge?
A lot of it, I don't even remember saying half
Well,
the stuff I said.
that's what I'm saying. To the best of your knowledge, the statements that you provided us.
They told me not to say anything anymore.
Well, this isn't me questioning you. It's just swearing you in.
I can't really say anything. I guess is it going to be any more of a pain for you if I don't?
Well, I'm just trying to get you to swear to what you told me. We do it to everybody.
Oh, I understand.
Every witnesses, we swear them in. It's not me asking you anything. It's nothing different than what you've already told me. Because later on, the courts are going to give you a form and say, hey, can you sign this just saying that you swore to whatever statements you provided?
Do I?
Now, you don't have to sign anything. Just
I'm just
like a scout honor
I
type
didn't
deal.
get a chance to actually write it down after I get a second to clear my head.
Yeah, you can, whenever you're at the jail, you can write whatever you want down.
And then.
Here, that's here. All right.
Hey, thank you for the burger.
No.